Kraig Facts. Make sure y'all pile in. We're going to get into that ghetto stuff a little bit later. But this first hour is for your aunties and uncles in the world.
Oh, yeah. Mama can watch this.
Yes. Welcome to Kraig Facts on KBLA 1580 AM Talk Radio. Yeah. The only black-owned talk radio station west of the Mississippi.
Yeah.
God, God, God. Owe you something, get it from God. Yeah. How you doing today, fellas?
Out there.
We good. We here.
Yeah, we're in the house. Yeah, we here in the house, man. It's been such a good week, man. Anything new happen to y'all this week?
Richie told me he'll give me some fashion advice.
He's going to tell you how to dress like a 1950s Dodger.
He looking like Satchel Paige.
Yeah, that's hilarious, man. Yeah, that's dope, man. I'm going to start off with some interesting Kraig facts today. Did you know that the sex industry is the most profitable industry in the world? This includes sex workers, strip clubs, phone sex, and pornography.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I can believe that.
Okay, well, yeah.
Sounds successful.
Yeah.
How much sexual content do you guys consume weekly, if you had to put it into a number? 5 minutes, 10 minutes, an hour, 2 hours? Like, how much sexual content do you feel like you consume?
A day? Probably like
He said a day.
in a week?
A
day?
Let's do a week. Let's do a
24
week.
hours in a week.
In a week.
Yeah, about a day. It's a lot.
So you consume 24 hours of sexual content per week.
Is that with just humans?
National Geographic don't count. Only humans.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
That's crazy. That's a lot, bro.
That's a problem. I got a problem.
Would
Well,
you
we knew that.
Yeah.
Oh, well, give me some help. I mean,
I thought he was about to ask for something else.
the other H word.
It ain't that type of role, mama. You know what I'm saying? Wow. Okay, so you said about 24 hours?
Yeah.
If you watch it be a drastically different answer. About how much time of sexual content do you think you consume a week, Duan?
I plead the fifth.
Okay. Those, yeah.
Maybe 2 hours.
Maybe
the whole
2.
week, maybe 2.
Okay. I mean, that's not bad. Let's run the gambit. So what is it? Okay, now we'll go to Todd. Todd, the married man.
23 hours and 45 minutes.
That's hilarious.
I get it. I was like, what is he doing? The price is right. Thank you.
Let's get a chart. Let's put a chart together. Okay. What percentage is what? How much of it is Pornhub or porn sites that you can watch?
It's really just 2 X videos and Pornhub, man. What?
Yeah.
X videos? Okay.
2.
Just those two?
Those are made too. Yeah.
No other alternate
X-Hamps are cool.
CrazyS.com. I don't even know.
What? No.
I never heard of that.
I don't want to get crazy.
I like my porn regular. Like my name.
Somebody said that escalated quickly.
We're talking about sexual content, not misconduct.
Hey, man, check it out. You see for yourself. And TL.com. It's great. It's better than Pornhub. Says
Okay. TL.com? Did you know that 13,000 porn movies are produced each year? These movies bring around $13 billion of profit.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
13,000.
And it's great. You know, it's crazy because I went to Cal State Northridge, and that's where all the porn places out there in Canoga Park.
All the valley.
So you be in class, and then here comes some chick you just finished wiping your hands to yesterday. And she my classmate. And I'm talking about 2 or 3 per class that you in. Like half them chicks really be going to college off their porn money.
Right.
Go to Cal State Northridge and find out yourself.
Wow, yeah. Anybody ever dated a porn woman?
What you mean dated?
Okay, nobody.
Have I had relations with a porn woman?
Have you ever told a woman that was a sex worker that you loved her?
No.
Never.
Hell no.
Never.
I'm not out there.
What?
Why are they don't know.
Not that.
They have no idea.
Performance If you're performing, no.
If no.
Did a performance?
Yeah,
That's all you do.
it's an act.
That's hilarious. That's pretty funny. So you don't think you've ever told a woman that you love her and she has sold her vagina to a man or a woman for money?
No, I don't think I've ever done that.
Oh, man.
Wow. Okay.
What'd you say, Todd?
You talking about the only way? I'm not out there.
Yeah, what did I say again?
Yeah, I'm not out there.
Yeah.
Well, no, you may not be out there, but she might. Yeah, it's a big difference. You know?
What if you knew her before she was out there like that though?
It don't matter.
Yeah, and I have.
Okay, we all have.
Wait,
You wait until find out that you're out there.
Wait. So you got to her before she turned into a porn star? Is what you're telling me?
Well, yeah,
Well,
before
you
she
knew her
started
before that.
getting paid for her body.
Oh, so she was doing it already. She just wasn't.
No.
getting paid for it.
No, she wasn't.
She knew that I loved her before she was doing it. Though.
Got you.
Have you ever bought a woman for her? Have you ever bought a woman you were dating something for her birthday?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, correct. Here we go.
Why?
Here we
Why
go.
did you buy it for?
She bought me something.
It was her day.
It's her day. Okay.
Had a coupon.
Acts of service.
He said I
Acts
had
of
a
love.
coupon.
This is my love language, man.
You were looking for
I know you 2 years.
Yeah,
You've never bought me nothing for my birthday.
that's true.
Because I
Bought you a drink. Bought you a drink.
Well, no. Because I don't have a vagina. That's the reason. You don't ever have to buy me nothing for my birthday.
That's very true. I get you.
I know Blaze 20 years. He ain't never bought nothing for my birthday.
Yeah, I ain't buying no man no gift for his birthday. I probably won't even
father.
say happy birthday.
He done hollered at a few of my broads, but he ain't never bought me nothing for my birthday.
That's why me and Blaze cool though.
You know that feeling, right?
We
I
got
know
that in
him
common.
10 years.
Yeah.
A little bit over 10. You've never bought me nothing for my birthday. Why?
And I never will.
Why not?
Because men don't buy men gifts. Men barely say happy birthday.
Right.
I'm only going to say happy birthday if everybody else said it first. I'm not going to text another man happy birthday, brother.
I'll text a man happy birthday.
Yeah,
I don't know.
And I'm not saying I wouldn't buy you something for your birthday, but what I'm saying is this. Me receiving a birthday gift from you is no reflection of how much you care about me. You my nigga, you like family. I know you love me like a brother or like a little whatever. However, you know what I'm saying? I know that. So I don't need that. When a vagina is put into play, there's a transaction involved where you have to show through gifts of service that you deserve it.
That's a good point. Yeah. I'm not going to argue that point. I'm not going to argue that.
I disagree.
Okay, 1 second.
Brown got to
Hold on. We on regular. This is KBLA. Hold on. When we come forward, more Kraig Facts on KBLA. 1580. Talk radio. The only black-owned talk radio station west of the Mississippi. God. All right, what was the point, Brown?
Disagree.
What is it?
Hey, you know we gotta edit that. The
I,
nigga.
did, I,
Oh,
dis-
we saying that? Okay.
I disagree because I think if you got money like that, I know people like dudes that's balling that got money like that. They don't care about buying. They'll buy they homie a watch, Rollie, just
Yeah.
out the blue. Like if you got money, I think it's the economic status probably you don't want to do.
But that's
a good
not
point.
the norm though.
Nah, I know
That's
that
not-
dude. Nah,
That's yeah, but that's not the norm. Most niggas don't be buying their friends gifts.
most niggas we
Yeah,
know don't
yeah,
got that thing like you said.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No. This one.
Huh?
We had to wear broke
During,
Well, we clean. Yeah, we clean.
Yeah, we on break right now.
Well, break right now, right?
No, we back. I'm gonna come forward. Welcome back to Kraig Facts on KBLA 1580 Talk Radio. God. What was your point, Dose?
Like what Brown was saying, like most men don't buy gifts for their friends. Yeah, there might be a lot of guys running out there with some money that they just throw money around. I get that, but that's not the average Joe.
But I
That's what I'm saying.
get where Brown is coming from because in the music industry, especially like birthday,
Wait, they didn't hear
Christmas time-
Brown's point. What was Brown's point?
Brown's point was, people that got bread like that, they'll still go ahead and buy gifts. I know in the music, I know people who like when Christmas time comes, it'd be these big extravagant gifts other men would give other men like during Christmas and their birthday time within the industry. That's kind of like a thing.
How many people in the music industry?
I'm saying, like, going back to people with bread.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
I agree with him,
like,
but I'm just saying, but that's not the average guy.
it's not. You're right. It's not the
That's
average guy. It's not the average.
I
guy.
agree completely. Yeah, with people
But
with
they
money
will
like
send
that,
some
yeah.
big. It'd be like they said they bought that.
I mean, I will buy my father a Christmas gift.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have no problem buying y'all. I consider this a gift right here. This ain't free. This is bought.
Yeah.
I have no problem giving gifts to people I believe in. But I think when a vagina comes into play, there becomes an element of showing the person with the vagina that you're willing to sacrifice for their well-being, their protection, their livelihood. And I think that's why gifts of service is a love language that a lot of women speak, because they want to see if you're willing to sacrifice for them, right? But my thing is, where is that line where you've done all the sacrificing and now it's her time to show what she's worth? Most men don't know when it's time to say, hey, baby, it's your turn. Because they don't want to lose the vagina. So when do you know as a man when it's time to tell a woman, hey, baby, it's your turn?
I don't know. See, it comes it comes from women in a different format. You know what I mean? Women, like, for men, giving a woman to give a man, like in the old school society, before we get this modern age, you got to show your worth as far as your ability to produce. You know what I mean? This new society we in has only been around for about 60, 80 years. Before that, a man had to show his worth by what he. That's not what the woman has to ever had to show traditionally.
Right.
The woman always had to show. She shows in how she organizes things, how she puts things together, how she make your overall life easier. Like her gift, she gives us every day.
But doesn't it have to be customized to you for it to be valuable to you? Like whatever she did with the man before you, obviously it can't be good enough for me because I'm a higher caliber guy, right? I need more. The other dude, the dishes was enough. The dishes and an occasional meal, but when you're dealing with a boss like me, that's not good enough.
Well, then that's the question you got to ask yourself. Then, like, all right, for what are you comfortable receiving from your woman?
And most of
I
the
think
men
it has
that gift.
I think it has to be taught. You feel what I'm saying? Okay. Like a lot of times we're taught what to do for the woman. We're taught how to treat the woman, how to court the woman. But we're never taught what we're supposed to expect from that woman as well. You feel what I'm saying? So if we don't know what to expect from them already, how then can we go ahead and wonder when is enough to say when? You feel what I'm saying?
Blaze, how do you know when you are how do you know when you're expecting too much of a woman?
I'm never expecting too much from a woman.
I don't expect anything from her.
I've never expected too much. You know, whatever I expect, I think it's within range of what we're doing and who I am.
So if you expect something and she doesn't deliver, then what does that mean, Dewan?
That means that either you didn't communicate it clearly or she's incapable of delivering it. Because you want to make sure as a man you communicate it, because everybody got their own thing that they need. You got to communicate that very clearly. And one thing is, us as dudes, we know what we want, but we have a hard time oftentimes communicating that. So we got to communicate that and make it clear, and then wait for her. Like Blaze, he likes his women to tie his ponytail real tight. So if they don't tie that bun right, it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work.
So
there is a third one though. There is, like you said, is communicate and for them for us to let them know what we want to do, right? Yeah. There's a third one, or them being incapable. There's a third one of them not wanting to do it.
Right. Well, when a woman is capable of what you're expecting and she doesn't deliver, Todd, what does that tell you as a man?
They'll tell you that she's not the one.
You
can keep playing the game, but you know that she's not the one. You're only gonna get so far.
Good point.
So you don't keep pushing?
No, if she refuses to do it, she doesn't want to do it. You could take that L right now, or you could take that L later.
Like that's a good point. Like if she says no, or she start calling you thirsty or something, you just like at that point, what do? You like just
let it go. Yeah,
leave.
Yeah,
but some thirst. Look, we got to talk about thirst.
A couple girls that call me thirsty.
I just think the bar is too high, man. I mean, most middle America, most general men just want a woman to be able to bear children, just to be able to have kids. So that's the target. If you can have kids, then of course you should be there to take care of the kids, and everything else is just icing on the cake. They don't need you know what I mean. Most men will be taking care of the family, so you wouldn't need the woman to have to pitch in or just take care of the family.
Is sex too highly valued?
Yeah, of course.
Oftentimes.
The North Korean government gets it. If you are caught watching porn in North Korea, it's punishable by death.
Nah, they don't get it.
Come on.
They don't get it. They don't get it.
How they catch it? I wouldn't even be here. You watching it at work? How they catch it?
What they gonna do?
You think they wait on you to get soft and then like wait on them to go down? Then we gonna kill him. Imagine a dude trying to keep himself up so he don't die. Every time he gets off the ground,
Stay back.
he start flapping it so he get back right. Hey, I don't want to die, man. I'm erect so I can stay alive.
I got a question. Like about a month or two ago, Kevin Samuel said a woman needs to buy a man a gift that's at least $500 to show her worth. Do y'all agree with that?
No.
I wouldn't feel right accepting stuff like that.
I didn't think real grown men would
What's
be down
wrong?
with that.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing wrong with that. I mean, but he's saying if she doesn't do that for you, then she probably ain't the one because she has not shown that she's invested in you.
What? She
If
gotta
hasn't
show
spent
something.
at least $500. No, he made it specific. $500 on one gift at one time.
Yeah, not like
If you don't, it wasn't no general. It was like if she don't spend buy a gift you of something that's at least $500, then she probably ain't worth it. Like, are men measuring dollars like that from the ladies? Even
Definitely.
No.
Definitely.
No.
definitely not.
Because here's the thing. When it comes to us, it's not a requirement. Like I think as men, I feel like I can speak for all of us in here. A lot of the things that we like, we're hard to impress but easy to satisfy. So like you can't really impress me, but if you pay attention to something little, I might like fucking fish fillet sandwiches.
No,
I'm
cuz.
sorry. I might like fish fillet sandwiches or fillet of fish, and you show up with a fillet of fish. That shows you were paying attention. I don't need you to buy me something extravagant because, well, on top of that, I mean, individually, I have everything that I want anyway. So the little things are the things that matter to me. Now, a woman needs to also show off to her friends, and all that kind of stuff actually matters. And I'm speaking it generally. It doesn't apply to every single person, but these are things that don't really apply to us as men because we go get it ourselves anyway.
Well, I think the money that he's referring to is about the sacrifice.
Right.
A sacrifice ain't about what you're willing to do for you. It's about what you're willing to do for me outside the comforts of what you normally do.
Right.
So if it takes the 500 to gauge, hey, is she really down for me? Then that's what we gonna do.
What if she ain't got it, Craig?
I'm not gonna ask if she ain't got it. I mean, I'm gonna show her how to get it. That's what being a man is about.
Hey, but half these shits got government jobs. $500 ain't nothing.
That's what I'm saying, DeWine.
We
should
can't
be
count.
nothing.
We can't count nobody's pockets, man.
I'm not.
They
gonna
count them all the time.
That's fine. I'm not a woman. I
That's
can't
not
do
fair.
it.
I'm
I
not-
can't
I'm
Why
count.
you drive a nice car?
I like nice cars.
No, but also because
My daddy drove a nice car.
it's a quick way to give a woman an understanding on how to count your pockets. I got it.
How?
A nice car for a man is I got it, woman.
No,
I got it.
no.
Relax.
Yo, you got me
Don't
messed
ask
up.
me no questions about I got it. That's
I like nice cars.
I know
I'm
you
sorry.
like them, but it's also I got it.
It's both.
Her paying $500 is pretty much her buying somebody a PS5. Pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think girls do that all day, or dudes be having girls buy PS5s for them all day. So it's happening.
Snaps. If you know a woman has it, you know she got it, and she don't give it to you, what does that mean to you?
It means I'm not as valuable as I thought I was. You know what I mean? Because if she got it to spend, then it should be nothing for her to give.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? I kind of like what Sonny said. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you're supposed to learn your person to know, like, even the detail. The smallest thing, the detail will matter. So I think it don't even have to do with money. Sometimes women have effort, and they don't even give you the effort.
Woo!
You feel what I'm saying? They don't even give you the effort. And so now, how much is your value? How much is your value? Because I like the money thing. I feel like that's what men attract to women. So to get a woman to pull out of her pocket to give it to you is one thing, but if she not giving you your effort, bro,
Man.
Hey, I think that's a good point.
When women want something, they put the effort in.
They do.
Like, I mean, look,
That's true.
They put the effort in. Most women who are selfish really love themselves. I'm talking about self-care days, a couple days a week,
mask.
going on trips, new purse every couple weeks, always out to dinner. You know what I'm saying? Selfish women really care about themselves. How do you, or is it even worth the effort of getting a selfish woman to be a team player? Is it worth the effort?
See, every woman that's selfish, if she with the right guy, she'll come about that. If she ain't been that way for you, that means you probably ain't the one.
Right.
But like what Snap said, it comes down to what she has to offer. I look at my dad, my mom. My dad said he knew my mom was the one when it was a Friday and his battery went out. And this is before ATM. This is back in the 70s, before ATMs and banks. When banks were closed, it was closed. His battery went out on a Friday. And my mom bought him a battery to get him through the weekend. So, and then when he got the money, went to the bank on Monday, he got it back. But he's like, he said he had all these other chicks. When he told them his battery was out, they was like, okay, well, I'll see you next week. My mom was the one that said, I'll just get you another one, you give me back later. Over 40 years later, they still married, and they go on vacations like every 2 months together, like loving it. So when I hear a dollar amount, when I hear a dude saying 500, like it comes down to the effort. What is it that she can give up that I need at this moment? Is she gonna give me through that rough patch? If she show that, you got one. If she ignoring it, then you might want to run, bro.
Yeah.
But I think you missed that whole message that your dad gave to you. It wasn't the effort. It was that money. Because if she didn't have the money, then she'd have fell in line with those other chicks that he had that told him they'll see him next week.
Nah.
But she had that $500 for that battery, and he said, you know what? She's the one.
No, it wasn't the money, because my dad told me the story like 1,000 times. And so it wasn't the money, it was the fact that she had it. Batteries only cost $40, $50 back then. Right. So it wasn't a lot of money. It was just that he was in between. My dad always explained to me like this, is how do your woman, because my dad gave me good, he raised me right when it comes to how to pick the right woman. And he always says, does your woman do the thing that you need at the time you need her to do it?
Right.
Or does she turn and run the other way? And through his advice, me and my sister married. So the brother's advice was right.
Right. You know, every 39 minutes a porn movie is made in the USA.
Dang.
That makes sense.
Because
everybody can make porn. Anybody.
It's open game
It's
today.
open game now. Anybody can create a page on Pornhub or whatever and just start being. You can be a porn star yourself right there in your
Live
raggedy kitchen.
29% of men have admitted to opening porn sites while at work.
That's good to them. Yeah, that job ain't paying you nothing, brother.
Yeah, I've never done that.
Do that. That's crazy. Get that real bread, brother.
What bread?
This is crazy.
Somebody gonna pay for it.
They about to go.
Check this out. This is where disciplining your woman is like it can fall on the left. It can fall either way. 88% of porn movies. Let me make sure I'm saying this right. 88% of the highest ranking porn movies of all time involve some type of physical violence with the man against the woman. Either him slapping her, slamming her on the bed, strangling her.
Really?
Yeah.
That's just like
Because they
original.
I think they say they like it though. I don't know. That's what the women say.
Say it again.
It's
You ever had sex with somebody crazy like that just wanted like pain? You ever like that joint that it messed me up. I literally couldn't finish with her. I was having sex with a chick and she wanted pain.
Like she wanted to be slapped, choke. I choke all the time.
No, choke, not just choke. Like
she wanted the elbow.
Your eyes are rolling back. Like,
hey, I choke
I'm
that.
not about to do that. No. Slap me harder. Whoa. All right, relax.
I put my foot on the back. Sometimes when I'm in doggy with a woman, I put my foot on the back of her head and mash her into the bed while I'm destroying her.
I just place it there gently. Like,
that's what you do?
You stop it. No.
I put my foot on the back of her head, dude.
Yeah, but I don't put no force on it, though.
The new champion. Hey, I'm proud of this day.
I couldn't get it.
Y'all funny.
You said WT. You don't know. That's because you ain't done no real.
You ain't been with her.
Yeah, you ain't really put it down. You think she want now? You got to let her know what she wants. She don't have a pole like we do. She don't know what she wants. It's a fantasy what she wants. You got to let her know what it is and make it. Yeah, I'm the one with the pistol. Stick 'em up.
So, is real life imitating art, or is it art just art?
When we come forward, more Kraig Facts on 1580 KBLA. God. If I owe you something, get it from God.
What you say? What?
Is real life imitating art, or is art just
Sorry
art?
for the curse word.
Oh, they'll get that.
Craig, he said, Craig go George Floyd, bro.
Yeah, man, you got it. Y'all make the mistakes of thinking that women really know what they want. They don't know what they want. They're like people who consume music. We didn't know we wanted Eminem until he dropped. You got to just be fly and drop.
That's funny.
Be fly and drop. And they going to want fly stuff or shit. They don't want what you think they want.
Long as they happy.
If you give them too much, first of all, if she's sitting around listening to you talking, that's because she's trying to see whatever it is you bring to the table, if it's going to be worth it or not. So just wrap it up right and give it to her, fellas. You know what I'm saying?
It sounds easy enough, but and everybody got a mouthpiece.
Right.
That's true.
Some niggas be out there. You look good. Shut your stupid ass up.
They texting her, "Hey, beautiful." Calm down, nigga. Calm down. Ain't gonna work. Ain't gonna work.
What you got for me, Dwayne?
Oh, California. There's a bill called AB 3121. It's about reparations. It's a reparations task force that was set up for for reparations for black people. Now, we all know, going back to what you talked about a couple weeks ago on the show, whenever the CIA wants to mess something up, they appoint a committee. So we know the committee was appointed to basically wash this out. But the people of California, the black people of California, we were all on a conference call this past Monday, and every time they've had a meeting over this bill, it's been hundreds of black people in the conference call making sure they do this bill right. So they came out and decided this past Monday that as a reparations task force moves forward, reparations is only going to be for black people who can prove their lineage. It's going to be lineage based, and you can prove your lineage in America before the year 1900. And then so for everybody saying, a lot of people have been saying we can't get reparations. It's a pipe dream. It looks like it's moving forward.
This for California?
For California. It looks like it's moving forward, and it's moving forward on the terms that we want. To make sure that everybody else, especially these Rachel Dollars, can't get into it. So it's moving in the direction we want it to. And for those of you who want to know more, the next meeting is July 23rd. And that's where they're going to decide what the reparations are going to be. Is it going to be cash? Is it going to be land? Yada, yada, yada. So what do y'all think about that, the reparations task force?
I think that means my Ancestry.com bill is about to go up.
I think every black person that said we ain't going to never get reparations should sign their checks over to those of us who fought for it.
Shut up,
That's what I think for real. Our biggest enemy ain't been white folks. It's been other black people saying we ain't never gonna get it. So I think them we ain't gonna never get it, brothers. Should sign it over to the cast of us that been fighting for it.
Everybody who's eligible should get that shit, man.
Yeah, some people you just gotta show them. Some people you just gotta show them. You know what I mean? Then what do they call it? The show me state. You know what I mean? You could tell somebody I'm gonna give you this much money, but they ain't gonna believe it till I'm sitting here with this much money. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Once it hit my account, then I'll believe it. You know what I mean? So don't knock us off, man. We got, we need the bread like you need the bread.
It's not about knocking us off. It's about the people getting in the way.
What's up, man?
I can't even get $600 from where everybody else is getting. Everybody be saying, "Did you get your $600 from IRS or whatever?" I didn't get it.
Better refile.
No, I do. They told me I couldn't get it. They told me I couldn't get it, so I do.
That sucks.
Your reparations is on the way.
But you Belizean. Your people wasn't here during slavery.
I'm Nigerian. I got it coming, right?
But yeah, I think the biggest thing is what this is. Generally, things start in, like Navy Football says, they start in California, then they make their way throughout the rest of the country. Most federal bills started out as a state bill first. 3 strikes started out in California. Gang injunction, RICO law started out in California. So there's been a lot of bad things that happened to Black America that's now national. That started with us here in California. We were bearing the blunt of 3 strikes long before the South got it. You know what I mean? And so I think with this reparations task force, will it get passed all the way through? I don't know, because it still has to go through the California legislature. They'll probably slow it down and try to dead it and put all kind of other stuff in it to kill it off. Even if that happens, we got 50 states out there, and Black people are in a good 20 to 50 states. If everybody in their states do something locally and push locally, at some point something's going to bubble over. And we've only been at this for about 4 years now. We've gotten this far in 4 years. So imagine where we be in 15. Election's going to come anyway. Every 2 years there's going to be an election.
I got a question. If it goes down on Joe Biden's watch, which we know you don't like,
I don't like any politician.
Are you gonna give Joe Biden props?
No.
If the bill goes through.
Never.
No. I gave.
He's a scumbag. Stop
He's a
playing.
scumbag.
Stop playing.
But I gave Obama credit for the Obamacare. Look, our politicians supposed to be working for us every day. You don't get one thing and then be like, oh, I'm satisfied. You go the next 4 years and do your... No. When you go somewhere, if you have an employee, you expect that person to do the job every day they're there. And politicians are our employees. We must remember that. We don't celebrate employees. Right. We say, okay, thank you for getting that done. Now we got one more thing. Okay, after you give us federal reparations, now we're going to need reparations from the insurance companies. Now we're going to need reparations from the banks. Now we're going to need reparations from the local municipalities. Look, reparations, this is a 100-year fight, black people. Like, this ain't nothing this is something that, like, even if our generation don't get it, we got this. I want us millennials and Gen X to be the first black generation that actually thinks about the kids. Instead of thinking about, well, I ain't going to get it, so I ain't going to fight. Well, if I don't get it, somebody else's kids will. And if we look at this as a 100-year plan, and as every 2 years when they ask us to vote, either you're going to play my game or I'm not going to play ball with you. If we look at it like that, we'll get it within the next 10 to 20. Look how far we gotten in 4.
Great progress.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you. I think it's a little low to, you know what I mean? It's a little fantasy world-ish what you're saying, but I think for the most part, yeah, I think that's the mentality that we need to have, but we need to be more militarized, bro. At the end of the day, rioting, rebellion is what gets us faster change here. From Shay's rebellion to the Watts riots. You know what I'm saying?
The 2020 riots is what got us here.
Right, so we got to destroy things to get our way. We got to destroy comforts.
Remember what Martin Luther King said? Martin Luther King's nonviolence thing was only because we don't have the military backing to go head up with them. Right. But if you smart with your rebellions, you just got to be smart with it. It can't be every day. It's got to be here and there.
Yeah, definitely.
And properly chosen.
All right. Welcome back to Kraig Facts on KBLA 1580 Talk Radio. God, God, God.
God.
God, 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 God. What you got for us, Blaze?
A woman out in Vermont is suing a doctor, man, for falsely, artificially inseminating her.
What?
Man. So she started the suit in 2018, man. They gave her $5.2 million, and her and her husband wanted to have a baby, and they wanted to choose a guy who had similar traits like her husband. Obviously they couldn't do it, themselves. And this doctor, man, just inserted his business in her.
He inserted his own semen?
Yeah, his own sperm.
She cheated.
He's going to get
That is adultery.
You got to explain that, dog. You got to explain that.
She should have did a better job of choosing a doctor.
Yeah.
Stop.
If I go to the doctor and she had sex with me in my sleep and my wife finds out, she's not going to believe me. She is not going to believe me. She had sex with that doctor because he had money.
Yeah.
Question, Craig.
Period, point blank.
Craig, I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you think that happened to Mary?
Yeah, I mean, Mary was a hoe. Point blank, come on. What you gonna do? Your woman say, "God got me pregnant."
God better fork over that bag.
Money better come down like manna from heaven.
I don't believe her, man.
So God ain't real? I'm just saying, if God, no, it's not
Why you
possible.
jump to that?
No, I'm saying,
Talking about a book.
That's not the question. The question is, if your girl told you that she got pregnant by God, would you roll with that?
I believe in God.
Do you believe God is hitting these broads?
Hit these broads. If God tells me and he shows me that he is, then yes. But if he doesn't show me, then no.
How God gonna show you? So you said God got a porn site?
God Hub. God Hub, no.
Top in, Dwan.
Christ videos.
That story.
Ty, your wife tell you she pregnant. She tell you God did this to me. It's the Lord's baby.
I'm like, I'll be right back.
after these messages. I'll be right back. You not rolling with that, Snaps? Talking to the mic. Talking to the mic.
In today's time, I don't know. But like Bob said, I gotta. That's a tough question.
You a believer?
I mean, I believe in God for sure.
But church folk act like
I don't know
God
if you can
just
believe the
stopped.
woman is the question.
So-
can you believe the woman?
So after the Old Testament, God stopped laying pipe on humans.
One and done.
No, that's a good question. That's a good question.
The new covenant is no more pipe on humans.
Condoms came out after that.
No. He still was doing it. They just didn't record it. That's all it is.
I don't know, man. That's such a wild story, Blaze.
Doctor is a whole nother story.
He should be written up.
Yeah.
The doctor straight got her pregnant.
What you got for us, Snaps?
All right, speaking about this doctor stuff, a male contraceptive pill is on the way, fellas.
Oh.
They say it's safe and effective in tested mice. They tested mice for 4 months. Pretty much, it slowed down the sperm count, and now it's supposed to be an alternative to a vasectomy or an alternative to condoms.
Right.
Pretty much, it doesn't help you from diseases or whatnot, but it will slow you down from having babies. And then when you take the pill daily, and then when you stop taking the pill, it takes about 2 to 3 months to get back so that you can have kids.
It's a scrotum flattener.
So it's male birth control?
It's male birth control.
I'm not taking it.
I'm not
But
taking
look,
it.
And they said they had tested it in mice?
Yeah, mice.
Of mice and Boo Radley was in that?
well, this is why, because
Of mice and men?
Bull Radley and
Bull Radley and-
George.
the past test never worked because of the side effects. Now, one of the side effects is that you lose your
Balls.
testosterone. You know what I mean? So,
You ain't-
I mean,
that's probably why you ain't had no sperm.
Yeah, that's
absolutely. So,
Shooting out eggs.
so would you take that pill?
No, it's not. That's not the side effect. That's what it's doing. The pill is lowering your testosterone.
My question is, God taking it? Is God taking it? If God ain't taking it, I ain't taking it.
And that's what I was going to
Could you
ask.
imagine seeing God at the clinic getting birth control for us?
Yeah, she burnt me.
I'm just here.
And that was a question I
You know
had.
what it is. I'm just here.
And that was a question I had. Birth control seems super easy for women. You know what I mean? Birth control, all these different tools or whatnot they can use for that. Why has it been so hard for men? Everything they tried failed,
Hold on, but
except for now.
I don't think the women's is easy either because it messes up their hormones. So I mean, they be all messed up taking birth
They be
control.
angry.
But I mean, they found a solution. They found it. You know what I mean? All this time they've been doing studies for men, and they weren't able to find nothing. The side effects have been too bad. Not just gaining weight or emotional stuff, real serious stuff until now. Now they're saying finally they're finding a way for us to take it.
So are you?
That's what I'm saying. Maybe it's because we carry the seed. We're not supposed to have that.
Right.
So are
That's
you
just my-
considering these mice pills?
Oh, absolutely not.
Okay. 'Cause they
Mice
make-
Absolutely not.
Women give birth. We don't give birth.
Absolutely
Yeah.
not.
So.
Some daddies don't even stick around.
Yeah, that's
Well, I
right.
said, if it's left up to us, I mean, the birth rate is going to drop so tremendously, and the STD rates are going to go up so crazy. I feel like it's supposed to be a woman's responsibility, and it sounds chauvinistic, and coming from me, it sounds ridiculous. But I'm just saying. I swear, like the birth rate's going to drop to such a ridiculous level. Like in about 20 years, you're really going to see the results of it.
Yeah.
I think that's what they want. That's what all this stuff that the program they got. I don't think they want kids coming out.
Can y'all picture a man telling a girl, "Nah, I'm on the pill"?
Right.
you ain't got nothing to worry about.
She believes that.
That's funny.
He's gonna be a
know, right?
female because he's gonna
She
be.
could be like, show me the pack.
He's gonna be a female because he's gonna be full of estrogen because his testosterone levels are gone.
Motherfucker gonna sound like Mickey Mouse when he
No,
gets puberty.
no cursing. Man. Come on.
Oh, sorry.
If it's cutting down your testosterone, I mean, how you ain't even getting a boner then? Like,
Yeah, it's all bad. Like
so that's why you ain't. That's the birth control right there. Like, you ain't getting up.
It works.
You just laying on her.
nipples
Yeah, I'm
start
good.
tingling. Weird.
Oh, I just want to talk.
Just cuddle. Just cuddle.
That's hilarious.
Watch another movie.
Emotional. You gonna start walking around slapping people like for no reason? Like,
Yeah. Birth control should just be for women, man. They don't even make no. They don't even
give birth.
Yeah, they're the only ones that give birth. DeJuan, would you take it?
Nah. I don't trust it.
Right.
I don't know. That just sounds like I don't know. It's just something about it. It just don't.
Maybe it's the fact that they've only been working on it for 4 months.
Maybe that.
I don't care if it's been 4 years. It's like, nah.
I think if you got 9 kids out there, you ain't taking care of none of your babies. You should be forced to be on.
I agree with that.
That's a great point.
If a dude got a bunch of kids ain't taking care of, you should have.
Your babies, you need to be on. You need to be on birth control.
I agree with that.
That's crucial. That's out there.
That voice is crazy.
I don't know. The NBA would be trash. if everybody took care of their kids, the NBA would be trash.
I can't make it to the game.
Why am I here? I don't hate nobody.
That's a good point.
But the best ones though came from 2-parent households.
No.
Kobe, Jordan, Shaq, Kareem.
Shaq's anger is because his real dad didn't do nothing.
Shaq came from a 2-parent household.
His real dad.
I understand that, but he came from a 2-parent. I didn't say father. He came from a 2-parent household. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, he did come from two.
Yeah,
he says it all the time.
I get that. I'm saying, but when you listen to the interview, a lot of his anger came from the fact that his dad wasn't there. Y'all got a song "Biological Father."
Yeah, biological
His anger came from his dad not being there.
Men without fathers make the best role players. They're great defenders. They're great rebounders. They're not the best scorers because they haven't been taught to finish.
They thought to finish nothing.
But they're great role players. Dennis Rodman's daddy was nowhere to be found.
That's why he was running around chasing. That's why he was running around chasing everybody.
When we come forward, more Kraig Facts on 1580 KBLA Talk Radio. God.
That's actually a good point. That's actually a good point.
Horace granddaddy around?
Yeah.
It is.
Like you heard about that. Like Robert Ory was a great role player. Was his dad around?
I doubt
He's one of
it.
the greatest role players ever, Robert Ory.
Grant Hill.
If his father was around,
He's a star. He's
all
a
the
star.
real ones, like
Your father needs to
Your father need to be because your father teaches you how to get through that.
teach you structure.
And your father teaches you how to whenever you want to quit, it's the father that's gonna be like, "No, you better go through that." Mama be like, "Okay, baby."
you can try something else.
Father gonna be like, "You better think about that." Yeah, that's a good point.
Even the best female rappers had a father in the house.
that's hilarious.
Yo had a father.
All right,
Lawyer?
Did I skip a generation?
He's talking shit.
Michael Jordan sounded good. Did I skip a generation? Michael Jordan sounded good.
You ain't gonna be as good as
ready.
Well, he's probably
Oh, hold on. Welcome back to Kraig Facts on 1580 KBLA Talk Radio. God.
Yeah.
What you got for us, Todd?
Oh man, there's been a study that's going around talking about every time the Lakers lose on the official Lakers website, their social media, they never feature LeBron James on the picture. It's always it's mostly Malik Monk. He's got the most features out there, but not LeBron.
Of course not.
I mean, and after watching was it Winning Time?
Yeah.
Watching some of that, I couldn't believe that. I'm not surprised by that.
Wow. So that's on purpose?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's definitely on purpose.
So do you think? I think it's probably on LeBron's contract. Do not associate me with things that can devalue my
I
brand.
feel you.
That's possible. That's very possible.
Yeah.
That's some punk stuff, man.
I've always said it. The reason why people, when you never see a mass consciousness directed towards one person, all you gotta do is look at the advertisements. You look at it right now. People are told who the best basketball player is.
Right.
Devin Booker is going through one of the greatest seasons ever. I mean, remember when they wouldn't give Kobe MVP?
Right.
They gave it to Dirk and Steve Nash because they would always say best player on best team.
Right.
You know what I mean? So they direct the narrative based on who they put on these headlines. You know what I mean? And like I remember that game that Russell Westbrook hit that game-winning shot against Toronto. LeBron was on the cover. Right. I didn't know Russell Westbrook hit that three-pointer until I saw later on that he did that.
Right.
But that's what they do. You know, he's the cash cow, and I'm mad at them because he's the cash cow of the NBA. So word association, when you put your picture losing, I don't have to say a word. You're going to get that in your mind that this person's a loser.
Right.
But if you don't put your cash person's name next to losses, you can keep the fake narrative going.
Right.
But I thought the rule was when we lose, it's I, and when we win, it's we. You know what I'm saying?
Well, for superstars, they posted, I'm a superstar because everything is on me.
Right.
Win and losses.
It's just not that way with LeBron. LeBron is the only player that I can remember who can do no wrong, bro.
I think it's Nike, man. The same way Jordan. And right now, Kobe. Well, not Kobe.
Not Kobe.
Kobe could do wrong.
They highlight his wrong, especially after that case.
And he lost. Did he still have a Nike? He lost his contract. Well, he didn't have the contract.
Kobe had Nike
So
up until
right. He didn't get his Nike contract till after, right?
He signed the month though, a couple months before the whole case came out.
Right. But
and they stuck with him.
I think it's Nike.
I would venture to say yes.
Yeah.
Nike is a great shoe, but they are very adept in propaganda tactics.
Yeah.
They know. If Nike was behind Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's career, he would be without question the best player to ever play ball in everybody's eyes. But he's not.
Could it be because of all the losses LeBron took early in his career?
What losses?
All the championships he lost. So when he came to the Lakers, they're like, we not associating with losing.
No,
we need you.
It won't be that far back. It's the whole propaganda thing of this guy that they're angling him. You see it right now. They want him to pass Kareem in points. Right. No one's pointing out the fact he don't play defense. He takes every other game off to preserve his legs. Because if I take a game off, my average stays up. If I play with sore legs, that means I might score 15 points today, and Joel Embiid's gonna beat me for the scoring time.
But all superstars,
so we see the whole picture.
All superstars do that late in their career, DeJuan. That's not just LeBron. Look, what he's doing on the court is normal. Kobe was doing that. Michael Jordan was doing that. Shaq was doing that. My thing is the whole everything is his teammates' fault that irritates me.
Right.
Kobe was, to me, but probably because we're in the same age bracket, he was by far the most accountable player I've ever seen. He was involved. He would be distraught when we lost. Yes. Remember when he was on Jimmy Kimmel? Yeah. And he's seeing the footage of his players.
Nick Young, they were celebrating after winning.
Bro, Kobe wasn't feeling that.
Yeah.
Kobe is, that's what we're used to. I'm not saying that the way LeBron is doing it is wrong. I'm just not used to a player who isn't taking accountability for all aspects of the game. You know what I mean? Yeah, not just the good stuff. Go ahead.
That's it. No, that's the thing they say with superstars get the glory and the pain. And if they ain't getting the pain, then, that something ain't right.
When we come forward, more Kraig Facts on KBLA 1580 Talk Radio. God.
That Nike point is real, though.
Yeah,
it's real.
I guarantee it's going to be a commercial. When he breaks the record, it's going to be a Nike commercial ready to go.
Yeah. They probably filmed that back in the summer.
This last segment is 4 minutes. This is going to be on you, Otto.
All right.
That's a great point, Otto. That was dope.
Yeah, that was great.
That's a whole good point.
Very high, Otto.
Ready?
Yeah.
Welcome back to Kraig Facts on KBLA 1580 Talk Radio. God. What you got for us, Otto?
Hey, so Amtrak is trying to jump back into the game. Hey, they're offering deals for travel because, plane tickets are going up really high because of the gas, the oil, and the Ukrainian war. So, even though that's happening, in good news, Sweden is allowing everybody to fly to Sweden. They open up all their restrictions for passports.
So, okay, give me the footnotes. Give me the footnotes.
So what's up with Amtrak? What I got to do with Amtrak? Amtrak got a train in Sweden now?
No. No.
We're live on the radio, Otto. He said,
Y'all come back to me.
No, just Amtrak's have they got a lot of deals going on right now for travel.
In Europe?
No, Amtrak in the States.
Okay.
So since Amtrak, so it's easier to travel. It's easier to travel via train, but since there are. Well, I missed the whole segment.
Okay, so in other words, Amtrak got cheap travel.
Oh, wow.
Amtrak got cheap travel. Sweden's opening up.
Sweden opened up.
Would y'all ride somewhere to Amtrak?
No, these are two stories. These are actually two stories that I was
Merged.
We're trying to combine two stories here in one.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read a paragraph from this story. I'm going to read a paragraph from this one. And I'm going to merge it. That's going to be new information.
No, nobody got that.
Nobody got that. That's suicide news. Everything. It's everything. I got all the stories in one.
I was trying to get back to the bunnies in Sweden.
Right.
Train to the bunnies.
The plane.
Trains to the bunnies.
I told myself I'm gonna write an album or a book on a train. I'm gonna just take a train to New York and back and just write. I want to do that one time in my life. I think that'd be dope.
That would be dope.
How long would that take?
I think it was like probably a week, huh?
To
Somebody
what?
that
Train to New York and
Nah,
back.
about 3 days. Well, 3 days
they be
there.
stopping.
No, he's coming back.
Yeah, coming back.
So then a week.
Trains are fun.
That's what he said.
Let me take one-way trips.
Let me.
But you gonna spend time though.
Let me. Whatever that is, I want to hit that outside.
I don't even take luggage. I just borrow clothes when I get there.
I want to get that.
He be at the train station and the lost and found getting clothes.
Put me in the direction of the good way. Put me in the good way.
Wow.
You ever take a tram? Amtrak's are fun.
Yeah, I have. I've taken trains.
I've never been on the train.
Them trains are fun, dog.
Yeah,
That's
cool.
I haven't been on a train long distance. I've been on the local Metro Link.
I met the coolest bunny on a train. No
Really?
lie. Coming back from Sacramento, and she was just sitting on the train, but she looked dusty, like a golden, dusty blonde.
She looked dusty, like
You
she was.
had a dusty.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. She was just smiling and just happy. I'm like, why is she? Why is she
dirty?
She was dusty, pretty, happy, because she just came from Burning Man.
Hey, appreciate y'all tuning in to Kraig Facts on 1580 Talk Radio. Next is Nova Time with Zoe Williams. If I owe you something, get it from God. God, God, God. All right, that's a wrap. All right, you know what? Go ahead, finish it.
Have you ever been to Burning Man? You know about what Burning Man is?
Yeah.
Bernie Mac?
Burning Man. It's a festival in the desert.
I like that Bernie Mac.
No, it's like a hippie festival that goes on.
Is that what that bunny led you to?
No, she was coming back from Burning Man, so she told me about her own story. Burning Man.
This time they give out diseases there.
Yeah,
You meet somebody at Burning Man, you might be scratching.
It's like Coachella.
Coachella sound like a venereal disease
was in the
too.
desert.
He ran into a couple of rabbits.
No, they was out there for a week, 2 weeks or 1 week, or one whole week.
No shower.
No shower.
And you
That's what you like?
No, but I'm saying she looked. No, but you should understand this, Dozy. She looked tribalish. She looked tribal.
She stank.
She looked. I know, but she looked tribal. I know she stank.
She stank.
I know she stank.
I know she was. I know that thing was foul.
But she looked.
I don't look. If you gonna do a white girl, I don't know if you want to do white and tribal because they tribal meant that they like used to like shit in their own hands.
Which I'm sure she did.
She probably did.
No, they wasn't. No, not like. No. I mean,
Talking about it's for the body. It's natural. Head ass. Tell me more.
I bet you she was walking around with her shoes off.
You know she was.
Yeah.
she had sandals on.
Feet dirty in the motherfucker.
Really
Dusty.
Oh my god.
Y'all,
It was even dusty. But she was even though.
Be honest, Otto, when you hear white chicks no condom, when you hear black girls use a condom.
Tell the truth.
It's all the same.
That's all the same.
y'all had a pheromone exchange. Y'all had that pheromone connection.
So he got a book full of Viking rituals. That's how you get away with it.
It was written in Norwegian.
That nigga sleep with an axe on. Yeah, them brothers who get white girls exclusively, they got to change up their soul a little bit. No, because people, when they just exclusively mess with a certain race, they change their energy to attract that.
You have to.
Right?
He said they changed the octave.
When they white girls, they talk. And I do.
You don't have to do that anymore. That's how the old white girls used to be because it's less intimidating. So you have to soften
They
it
do
up.
that lip pucker too. Then. Nigga, they change their whole shit up, bro.
And you also see a lot of brothers with no facial hair. And you know that they're that way. Like if you have no facial hair and you're black, you better be in charge of at least 10 white people.
Right.
Like if you're not a supervisor of at least 10 whites,
Right.
You ain't got no facial hair.
yeah, then there's a problem.
And the light skin helps too.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
All right.
Trust me, it does. It helps.
You show him your palm?
He said, "Trust me, nigga." How? How, nigga?
I got my ID. Let me in.
Nigga said, "Trust me." You not light skinned, nigga.
I got light-skinned friends, and they milk it to their advantage.
That's hilarious.
Straight through, like especially with the Asian girls who don't speak English, they draw closer to light-skinned or white males.
So you said the bunnies like light-skinned dudes more than they like dark-skinned dudes?
Asian bunnies do.
Asian.
Wait, you said light-skinned dudes and dark-skinned dudes? Wait, what?
I'm confused now.
What do we get on Asian women?
I mean, they're all bunnies. So they're all bunnies. But I'm saying white girls, it doesn't matter. When it comes to the Asians, yes, they really, you know what I mean, like intimidated by black men unless you can actually speak their language. They're not really.
Question:
scared.
why would you want to holler at a chick that's intimidated by you?
That's it.
I mean,
She can kick rocks.
but you won't know until after you find out she's intimidated by you.
Once he find out, like,
Then-
bitch, get out my face.
Of course,
You crazy.
it don't matter at that point.
You confusing the hell out of me, y'all. I don't.
You can still swing?
Otto just hit an LSD blunt. Out
That nigga I know, crazy. Yeah, if you got to change up your energy,
That's crazy.
I mean, here's the thing. When you're trying to be persuasive and get what you want from a female, you definitely have to be whatever is necessary to hook her. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But a lot of people get lost in that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you want to keep a woman, you got to figure out how to be you and hook her. If you got to be something else, that's gonna run out of steam eventually.
It's gonna run out of steam.
It's gonna run. You gonna get. It's like, okay, I mean, I know it's fun being an actor. I know it's fun. I mean, I like doing it with the bras, but I'm at the age where I want something real, man.
Yeah.
How do you how do you give enough real to receive real, DeWine?
Be 100 from the start. A lot of times people want to lead with money, lead with game, lead with this, and then after that's cool for the first couple months. But then at some point, everybody got to take the mask off at some point.
Right.
And then when that mask come off, and then she see what it really is, and she ain't feeling it, that's when cats be like, man, these women ain't shit.
Right.
Well, you led with some bullshit. You better become 100% authentic. I know some of the brokest niggas I know got some of the dopest chicks. You know what I mean? Because they didn't to them it's like, okay, I'm broke, but hey, this is who I am. And the women just respected that so much they led through whatever issues they was going through. You know what I mean?
Right.
They saw some kind of vision in them or whatever. But when you leave with that fake stuff, you don't get fake in return.
Right.
What I think, bro, is that a way to change that is that when you go out on these dates and stuff, don't send a representative. Just make adjustments to who you are.
Right.
You feel what I'm
That's a
saying?
good
Like
point.
who you are, you go. I'm gonna make the adjustment of how I dress for this date, but you gonna get me. You feel
Right.
what I'm saying? I'm not gonna show up as somebody else. You feel what I'm saying? Dressed as somebody else, and now I gotta gradually downplay who I really to bring you down to who I really am, or up to who I am. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So when I say you go out and do that, make the adjustment. You know what I mean? However you want to do it. You feel what I'm saying? But don't completely change who you are to impress somebody else, because now they ain't impressed with you.
Right.
They're impressed with your
Like
representative.
you dress like a night stalker right now, so you can't go on a date with.
And you dress like a creatine mushroom right now.
I mean, he grown hard. Like all the dirt around the root of his is broke up. Like he socked his way out the ground.
Are you?
This is a violent mushroom. I mean, nothing can grow in the spot he grows in afterwards. It's a permanent blind spot in the grass up here. All the earthworms is dead in the mud that he grew from.
Todd ain't dead.
No,
He ain't dead. Come on, man. Talking about earthworms. Man, leave him alone, man. That's my nigga right there.
that's hilarious, man.
I got you. Yeah, nigga.
Oh my
Man,
god.
I was trying to think of something.
Try to get that. But there, you got that. Need that back.
Hey, do you know in England that the traffic on porn sites is more than social media, shopping, and gaming websites combined?
What?
They say the girls in England don't look all that good.
You're right. They got messed up teeth in England.
They don't care about their teeth. Obviously.
Wow.
Like, man.
Protected buddies, boy.
Do you care about their teeth?
According to research, most teens learn sex from pornography. Who should kids be learning sex from?
I learned from
Pornography.
True.
Who else you gonna learn? Can't learn
When you're
from
in
your
12th
dad.
grade and you turn 18, there should be a classroom for you to learn how to fuck in. Why
I'm
not?
not against that.
Who's
I'm not
gonna teach
against
that?
that.
I didn't know how to use condoms in high school.
No. So how you gonna wait?
Be honest.
This shit got child molestation written all over it.
You gotta do it like this.
If kids is fucking other kids, that ain't molestation. That's
Who's
just,
gonna show them?
they're already fucking.
That's true.
Not all of them.
Most of them.
Okay, then what about the ones in the class who don't fuck? They just
Well, when I turn 18, fucking.
Class.
I'm just saying, why? Look at what we teach kids everything but the important shit when they in high school.
That's true.
We don't teach them finances and we don't teach them how to fuck.
And on top of that, Disney just came out and said they're gonna have half of their characters be LGBTQ. So if Disney could talk about sexuality to them 4-year-olds, a 17-year-old should have to learn at least learn
That's
how to
one of the
fuck
most important elements of keeping the bitches, your swipe game.
Porn works pretty well.
I bet you a percentage. If I had to put a percentage on the amount of people that kill themselves because of sexual failures, I would say at least 3% of people who kill themselves is because of sex-related things.
3 people?
3% of people who commit suicide.
I know you off today.
3% of people who look. You think
It's that high?
Let's just go hire an old prostitute that's clean, give her own classroom, and let her fuck these 18-year-old niggas and teach them what it's about.
That's an episode
You're
of Real
crazy.
Sex. That's like an old episode of Real Sex.
Really?
Why? Like back in HBO's Real Sex, they had an episode like that where
We're
it's-
creating jobs. We're educating kids. What's wrong with it?
like dudes be taking their date, like Castle's really taking their sons to the bunny ranch.
It's gonna be a lot of pregnant teenagers. That's gonna be the problem.
No, I'm
No,
saying
like the bunny ranch kind of thing.
But you,
They're practicing.
the women, like you said, you talking about men, like who
Who teach the women?
who taught you how to
who
fuck?
teaching the girls?
Who taught you how to fuck?
Shit, I learned, like you said, from
Porn.
oh yeah, you got older cousins. You learn from experience, nigga.
Hey, when you say older cousins, like they told you how, like
No experience, you know you got.
Why aren't we teaching? Think about that. Look, it's a part of being human. How come there's nobody teaching that?
Some people are visual learners.
they used to though. They used to teach sex ed. Like
I
they
used to
have
think
a
the
little
pussy.
video
I used to think the pussy was in the hair. Like you know, you.
Oh, yeah,
I think the pussy was
yeah.
when I was young. Before I,
Didn't everybody think
I
that
think-
one?
No.
You didn't think the pussy was in the front of the body?
Back when you was like 5.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
No, see, you realize how low.
I saw porn like a very, very, very young age. So I knew what a pussy
You
was.
wasn't surprised first time you got pussy, it was wet?
No.
No, not
Nigga, I ain't been watching porn since I was 7, 8. Nigga, like what the fuck? Like, come on,
You
man.
never thought it was wet when you watched it.
Have you watched porn, nigga?
No, I'm saying, 80s porn was nigga.
In Nigeria, you got me fucked up.
It was
Porn
hair
is-
everywhere.
Yeah.
Wetness wasn't I never was like, oh, she's wet.
I knew it was gonna be wet.
whole
That
Afro
hair,
back
the
in the
hair was
80s.
wet. What you mean?
I used to think doggy style was hitting it in the ass. I thought doggy
You're
style.
disgusting.
What was that?
I did too.
Y'all thought that was real?
I
didn't know what the hell froggy style was. Like doggy style. Then what the fuck is froggy style? You never did a froggy
There should
style?
at least be a course on how to make a woman come.
Come on.
You never did
No. We know
Right?
Froggy.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Shout out to them out there.
Somebody said, Smitty. No, nobody failed me, bro. Check this out. Smitty failed you.
like that.
Watch this. Raise your hand if your parents taught you how to fuck. Exactly.
Come on,
What you
here,
mean?
watch this. Watch how I'm doing your mama.
I'm saying a woman that's not related to you, that's a clean sex worker. I think that's a great idea to have her own classroom, and all the males that are 18 that want to learn sex can enroll in that class.
Didn't Boosie say he was like that with his kids?
And fuck her?
Boosie?
What's yours?
Rapper.
If you get an old prostitute, she might be too good at sex for the 18-year-old boy. It turned him all the way out. And everybody else be trash after that.
That's what happened to me. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So, you know, like, no.
I swear. You do it to yourself, bro.
I'm saying
that basketball
this is how my dad taught me. Whoa! Let me tell you.
Your dad taught you that?
My dad's the type of person like, okay, like he's not about to get in the water and teach me how to swim. He's just gonna throw me in the water. So when I was about 2, he got me fellatio. He got
2 years old.
Wait, what?
2 years old was the first time I got fellatio from an older woman. Set up on my pops.
He was smoking?
No, I mean,
motherfucker.
I'm just saying.
I don't know about that. 2 years old. 2?
How you remember that shit?
That's what I'm saying.
That's how you know the head was fire.
So for me,
when you was 2,
so for me, everybody after.
I said, where's her self-esteem?
You
was 2, not 12.
I was 2.
A 2-year-old dick. Can you imagine?
Right.
And
You even get erections at 2?
yeah, you can. So
yeah, you can.
But what he told me,
Shout out to his brother.
okay, we passed that already. Okay, I mean, I'm healed. I'm saying that, whatever.
Are you?
I don't know. So
She ate your penis, your balls, and ass all in one gulp.
he would tell me, you know, he would tell me like he said. I look like I was having a good time. So that's how he would describe.
You couldn't talk, nigga. Anything was a good time. You fucking too.
I'm not saying. I'm not saying.
Yeah.
I'm not saying.
Got some fruit snacks.
I'm not saying this to glorify or to boast about it.
Give the story. I
Exactly.
Hear you. I hear you, Otto. I hear you.
Here's the thing about fucked up shit is it's unbelievable.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That ain't right, man.
No, that ain't right.
You gotta watch that woman. Like,
Yeah.
that's like they don't need that.
Yeah.
So for me, so
He only 2 for crying out loud. He only 2. Yeah. And stay away from his balls.
They ain't dropped it. They ain't dropped it.
The point was that women today is difficult for me to enjoy head.
Well, what was your mother?
What do you mean?
Where was your mother? Was she around?
Yeah, my mom was around.
Oh, okay.
It was just one of those times when my dad had me,
Okay. Right.
but he wasn't around all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went to jail later on.
Did your mom hurt you as a baby? Were you like emotionally hurt by your mother?
She used to beat my ass,
Okay.
but I don't know about it.
Yeah.
That was the first episode of Otto and Otto, right?
Well, we're going to go to commercial break. When we get back, more Kraig Facts. God.
Awkward ass.
Nigga, fuck this. Nigga, turn the gun off.
Old ass man get fucking body slammed. Yo, cause my name is Show. And this old ass nigga know Taekwondo. And I hit him up like Pac. Old ass nigga put you in the fucking for a leg lock. Yo, and I'm getting at your crew. Who the fuck you fucking with them fucked up shoes? My name is Show. Yeah, you don't out the closet. Old ass nigga need a blood deposit.
DJ Show over here with his brand new wear, even though it look cocaine on the outside, but it's dark brown doo-doo on the inside.
Yo.
Doodle on the inside. Smell like voodoo on the inside. A little boo-boo on the inside. Voodoo on the inside. Smell like boo-boo on the inside. A little voodoo on the inside. Kinda like boo-boo on the inside. Yeah. You wear that shit every day, 375 minutes. They got a motherfucking big brown stain in it on the back and down the arm. This shit look like a boo-boo farm on the inside of his sweater. Oh man, it looks like a brown love letter.
Yo.
Big boo boo.
Yo.
Chicken boo boo.
Yo.
All the boo boos. Mike boo boo, rat boo boo, bird boo boo, cow boo boo, and dog boo boo, crow and log boo boo.
Monkey boo boo, snake boo boo, chihuahua boo boo.
Yo, my name is Show. When I stay on the page, I ain't about the old ass nigga. Your beard look like sage.
Actually, your beard look like sage.
How
More so, mug work, you jerk.
broke ass nigga on crystal. Fucking braids look some fake ass mystical. I don't care what you dirty ass bum. Nigga ate the crumbs.
It's okay, nigga, wet your tongue, cause your lips is cocaine white, like your throwback sweatsuit with the Jordans on. Not the original. Boo boo on the inside. Boo on the inside.
Say voodoo on the inside. Say voodoo on the inside. Dirty like some doodle doodle on the inside.
Attention, all artists, comedians, and anyone promoting a brand or business. Maximize your brand's exposure. Be interviewed on KBLA 1580, the largest black-owned radio station west of the Mississippi. Also, get a write-up featured on my website, thekraigsmith.com. This package also includes a podcast interview on Kraig Facts.
Fresh out here in LA. First studio with Cypress Hill.
Okay.
Be Real.
That's where you got that from.
Kraig Facts Live. We like to always pay homage to the local talent, so we're going to have 2 comedians open up the show. And also, last but definitely not least, get a live, professional grade copy of your guest spot or performance at my next show. Yes, you will open for me at my next show. Just go to my website, thekraigsmith.com. Los Angeles, I'll tell you, this is what you've been waiting for. Live at Club 402, Kraig Facts, and the all-deaf digital all-stars will be roasting and doing stand-up comedy. There's 2 shows with limited seating. Please purchase all tickets at thekraigsmith.com.
Give it to me, Big Daddy.
Yeah, Mr. Otto, man, what's good, man? You know, it's always good to get your feedback, man. And sometimes, man, the superficial ones, man, sometimes the bad ones, man, they be being real superficial. What's going on with that, man? Can you explain a little bit?
Okay, first of all, you know what I'm saying? You the man, right?
All day.
Okay, so this is my point of view to you. You tall, dark, and handsome, right?
All day.
You know, the best game is no game. You know what I'm saying? You look at a broad, you look at it, and look right through it, and then look away. That's gonna make it feel like this motherfucker looked at me. He didn't acknowledge me. I got all these jewelry on in my head and my nails. This motherfucker looked at me like I ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta say this. Look at it like and spin away. You know what I'm saying? Like that's gonna make her. That's gonna make her say this nigga didn't acknowledge me. You know what I'm saying?
All day.
So once you see that news, you say, she coming after you. Or she gonna talk about you. Oh, this nigga, y'all know that, you know, so. So you making it feel like she ain't it.
That's it.
But it. So
Exactly.
best game is no game. Look at
Rose.
let them choose you. You know why? Once they choose you, you ain't gotta do nothing but do like this. Your favorite words is yes, baby, and no, baby.
That's it.
You ain't gotta say nothing. You hungry? Yes, baby.
That's it.
If you wanna go over here, no, baby. Baby, can we do this? Yes, baby. Baby, you need to? Yes, baby.
That's it.
No,
Baby, you want some ice cream?
Yes, baby. You know, be yes, baby, and no, baby.
I like that.
Baby, can I go with my? Can I go with my friends? No, baby.
You in the intersection, you drive her, lady in the Maserati, where you look at her, and she look at you just. She gonna look at you like, no, he didn't. You know, a woman be saying, no, he didn't.
Yeah.
And punch out on her. She coming after you.
That's it.
It's like you committed capital crime. She coming after you.
That's it.
See, a woman wants to be acknowledged.
Validated.
Once you acknowledge him and give him the, hey, baby, how you doing? Girl, that nigga trying to get at me. Then she go back to the friend, I was at the club, you tired of hollering at me, you know, you should just let that nigga do all that kind of stuff.
Man.
You know, you gotta do it just like look at it like she got, look at it like she got doo-doo all on her.
Man.
You know, she gonna be like, no, this motherfucker didn't.
Man.
That's when she gonna come after you. She gonna be like, girl, you know that dude dried it up, so and so. Oh, that's what's his name? When will he be again? And she coming after you. That's when you, hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? How you doing? And going about your business.
That's it.
That's it.
I mean, I really appreciate
then
that.
She coming after you.
Yeah, because I mean, at the end of the day, man, a lot of times, people be selling these girls these wolf tickets, and that they really be buying them. It's like, no, the best game is no game.
The
all
best
time.
game is them niggas be going all out their way trying to bust a bitch. Nigga, let a bitch bust you.
Ooh, that's it.
Well, I guess I mean,
you ain't gotta do nothing.
It's late, you know what I mean.
That's it. It's real talk, man, around here, man. Late night talk, but real talk. Hey, understand, man. The best game is no game.
Yeah,
okay.
That's
like
it.
Like the brother say, I got work to do. You ever really listen to the eyes, brother? I got work to do.
That's it.
They say, who's that lady? They say, I want that lady. They say, who's that lady?
That's it.
Who's that lady? Beautiful lady.
Yeah.
I would love to take her home, but her heart is made of stone. I would keep on keeping on, because I know she'll do me wrong. You feel me?
That's it.
I have to listen.
That's it. Now I want that lady.
Yeah.
They say, who's that lady? That's it. You right.
Yeah, listen to Mr.
It's a
Biggs.
total different concept.
Yeah, whole different concept.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah. Can't save them.
Yeah.
All right.
You gotta bust a bitch, that bitch bust you.
That's it, man. Y'all heard it here first,
Close
man.
my
You get
door.
it right now, man. Turned up all day,
Can
man.
you close my door, please?
Late night talk, man.
Close my door, please.
What is it?
Don't leave me.
Too late. I'm going to Felicia's house because I need to clear my mind.
This is not my fault. This is not your fault. It's not me, baby. I just can't focus. I need you to be here to help me get through this.
I'm not your therapist. I'm your woman. And all of this is too much for me.
Just give me an opportunity to make this up to you, baby. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Nobody's buying my shirts.
Because it's a dumb idea. Look at yourself. Where are you going in that shirt? The bowling alleys are closed.
I can't even focus because you don't believe in me.
They're ugly. That's why no one bought them.
I've been throwing strikes for the last 4 years.
Magnus, enough with the bowling terminology.
A couple months of a slip up and you're gonna gutter ball this relationship?
Enough with the bowling terminology. I don't even like bowling. What kind of nigga who doesn't own a bowling alley wants to sell bowling alley button-up t-shirts?
It's a button-up bowling pin dress shirt business.
I forgot what it was.
What's poppin', pimps and family? This is your main man, Slink Johnson. And today, I'm rocking with Kraig Facts. Watch it on Pharcyde TV. Matter of fact, episode 188, where you can see your boy, man, and we smoking yours. I'm finna smoke all Dewan shit up right now.
Al Sharpton, man, really, nigga? Really, Al? You been scamming all these years and finally got caught up, nigga. You own a wig with homemade sideburns. Al Sharpton, really, nigga? You let Don King slap you over a bag of scrunchies. Al Sharpton, really, nigga? You got a Snitch's Greatest Hits album dropping. I'm telling everything on everybody. Every time somebody says something important to you, you do a mic check. You said who said what to who? Mic check 1 2. Did you say it again? One more time. Mic check 1 2. You said who did what to who? Mic check 1 2 1 2. Al Sharpton, you own a studio in the back of a police van, Nick. Al Sharpton, you got a Snitch's Greatest Hits album dropping, nigga. You got an 8-track with all your Joe Jackson conversations on it, Nick. You buy all your clothes from a low-level mob boss. You dismissed yourself from the Million Man March so the count would come up short. How many people we got up in here? You say who? Mic check 1 2. We got with a million. Oh man, I got to go. Man, I got to go. We got a mic check 1 2. I got to go, man. Mic check 1 2. They got a meal. I'ma leave. It's gonna be 999,000. Al Sharpton, you got a gospel album with curse words on it. Nigga, you tried to buy dope for the Holy Ghost. Yeah, I'm here to buy dope. Anybody? Mic check 1 2. Yeah, I'm just here for a kilo 35. Mic check 1 2. Just a little sniff, nose candy. Mic check 1 2. Who got the nose candy? For me. Mic check 1 2. I'm here to buy dope for God. Okay, where's the God dope at? Mic check 1 2. Who's selling dope? I want to take this dope to God. I ain't got no money. This dope is going to mic check 1 2 to God, nigga. Al Sharpton, you snorted coke off of Genesis 1. Nigga, you thought God managed the temptations. Al Sharpton, mic check 1 2. Yeah, you left the pipe bomb at the Vampire in Brooklyn premiere. They're still in my likeness up in here. Mic check 1 2. Yeah, Eddie Murphy's still in my. I'm off the dope I bought for God. Okay, they still in my. I'm off the dope I bought for God. Okay, they still in my likeness. In mic check 1 2. Hello. Al Sharpton, nigga, you lost weight and forgot pig Latin. Mic check 1 2. Look, it's the gay. No food. It's. No food again. Still in my likeness up in here. Mic check 1 2. Yeah, Eddie Murphy's still in my. I'm off the dope I bought for God. Okay, they still in my likeness. In mic check 1 2. Hello. Fill that void and build a spaceship. And since all gold comes from an asteroid, this is the great bombardment of large men. I'm big, fresh, no guess, like I broom the room key. I know it, and stay around white like Coonsby. A poet in a glass, been a blast, it's finna with center gas. About to doubt you and route to out you. But I have nothing to hide. Offered a prostitute a ride cause I was feeling obliged. What we have is a granddaughter too good for her grandfathers. Committed a manslaughter and murdered the hand taught her. That bitch called life, that piss poor wife. Be here when everything is cool but gone when ain't shit right. Jumped in the pool with a cigarette and the stick won't light. Diamante. Check it out, man. Download that Chill Withers album, man. Chill. No, nigga, you need to chill. Sometimes you gotta let shit happen, even if it's negative. Just so you can figure it out. Y'all niggas are suckers, man. You probably got a hell of a dare card collection, don't you? Chill Withers. Some trees until we OD. I might move a little fast and didn't plant no seeds, but I'm man enough to say that we OD. I think we OD'd. Clear the air like some trees until we OD. I might move a little fast and didn't plant no seeds, but I'm man enough to say that we OD. When I buy it, you buy it, but ain't nobody selling shit. Jealous of the fetishes when ownership's the medicine. Do the things that boomerang so you can leverage it. Shit gets hairy, be a wig and get ahead of it. Miss, you say you bored, we not on one accord. Arguing and fighting, damn near mopping up the floors. That lesbian sex shit ain't free. She gon' have to pay you, cause you got to pay me. And we keeping this in order. Can't be a dime without the rest of my quarter, cause I'm never there sorta. Before me, it was a bunch of weird niggas around you hobby shop till I broke the board, I'm karate chop. And I'm really not into violence, interpretate the silence as prizes. And I'm really more into vibing, you perpetrating Simons or Hymens. I think we OD'd. Clear the air like some trees until we OD. I might move a little fast and didn't plant no seeds, but I'm man enough to say that we OD. I think think we OD'd. Clear the air like some trees until we OD'd. I might move a little fast and didn't plant no seeds, but I'm man enough to say that we OD'd. My neighbor Dan lost some weight, but he ain't came too far. Hit that alarm 1,500 times a day trying to show you his car. And we both know he's proud of it. Go off and dance some of that clam and watch him chowder it. Cause you could be with the miss, but without it, bitch. The with is the money and without is the glitch. You're paying her to leave. If she breathe, you should trip. Miami, the Grammys, New York, a trip. I'm searching for emotion, but all I know is logic. She wants to be my girlfriend. I show her like my closet, cause we could be close and yet still remain strangers. Leave that where you from shit to them gangbangers. I'm highly advanced, the message in the dance. Some of y'all wear the skirts while those of us wear the pants. You wanna know the difference? It's really not explicit. It's when a nigga talk to his bitch, shut up and listen. I think we OD'd. Clear the air like some trees until we OD'd. I might move a little fast and didn't plant no seeds, but I'm man enough to say that we OD'd. I think we OD'd. Clear the air like some trees until we OD'd. I might move a little fast and didn't plant no seeds, but I'm man enough to say that we OD'd.
Believe that. Grinding before I get it. Bring my niggas with me, ain't no limits to the ceiling. Out here touching digits. Hoes showing love, but please don't catch no feelings. Riding with that thumper while I'm thumbing through these millions. Hunting to feed my children. Lying in the jungle, all I do is fucking kill shit.
Los Angeles, I'll tell you, this is what you've been waiting for. Live at Club 402, Kraig Facts, and the all-deaf Digital All-Stars will be roasting and doing stand-up comedy. There's 2 shows with limited seating. Please purchase all tickets at thekraigsmith.com. If your girl don't hate you, then her friends won't date you.
You gotta let her know when she's wrong.
If your girl don't hate you, then her friends won't date you.
Man up, but keep it moving along.
These are just the rules, created for the fools. That's right. How to do a robbery and get away with you. That's game. First you map the plan out. Meet her at a man's house. Must have wore some track shoes. Sprinter how she ran out. Let's go. My girl to your girl to our girl. She hates rules and date dudes she can't choose. Let me prepare you. You square you. You in at the dare you. A 2-hour room for the pair you. Yeah, you be close but hands off like an heirloom. Yeah, you start to kinda like and put some rules down. Yeah, you don't know that she's about to cheer you, cause there's another man in the space that she stares to. Yeah, you. These are just the rules, created for the fools. That's right. How to do a robbery and get away with you. That's game. First you map the plan out. Meet her at a man's house. Must have wore some track shoes. Sprinter how she ran out. If your girl don't hate you, then her friends won't date you.
You gotta let her know when she's wrong.
If your girl don't hate you, then her friends won't date you.
Man up, but keep it moving along.
Said she with it, did it for the business, I just checked the gram after hitting, she got niggas, yeah, ayy. Said I'm with it, did it for that kitty, niggas think we cool until we kick you out that city, ayy. She called me a little baby, no newborn. Fucked her so good, she said I should do porn. Ayy, I proved a lot of shit, but money told me do more. Yo, if I can't fuck you, girl, what's the crew for? Yo, ayy, somebody need to catch Tommy Lawrence slipping. Hop up with that piston, racist ass white lady missing. I can go and tell your bitch to get your cars listed. Hit up Craig, we drifting. Turn Nicolas Cage, they all lifted.
If your girl don't hate you, then her friends won't date you.
You gotta let her know when she's wrong.
If your girl don't hate you, then her friends won't date you.
Man up, but keep it moving along.
These are just the rules, created for the fools. That's right. How to do a robbery and get away with you. That's game. First you map the plan out. Meet her at a man's house. Must have wore some track shoes. Sprinter how she ran out. Let's go.
Domestic violence is not always abuse, because some of these women like to fight. When a woman hits you, you can temporarily forget she's a woman.
What the fuck, bitch? The fuck?
My mouth. Bitch, you hit me in my mouth.
Disrespect.
Didn't I tell you I was out with Smitty? Oh, you want to keep swing? Stop it. I told you to stop. I told you Smith. Bitch, I'm finna...
My man is a dirty dog.
A dirty dog?
Oh, yeah,
yes.
that shit right there.
Ooh, yeah, your dog is dirty. Ew. You know what? I know who we can call.
Who?
Code Red Carpet Cleaning.
Who is that?
Oh, look, watch this. Code Red, Code Red, Code Red. See?
Wait a minute. I know you. I've cleaned your carpet before.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hi.
I know what that spot is from. That's either from a dog or from a man.
Oh, that's her man's. Nasty.
Yeah, it needs to be taken care of ASAP.
Don't worry, though. I know how to clean carpet. I was born this way.
You were born this way?
I was born this way. Hey, you guys, this is Chantel with Code Red Carpet Cleaning. If you need your furniture, tile, carpet, or anything cleaned, click the link in the bio or call 747-234-6224. Support black business.
It was all dyke bitches hooping. That's
crazy.
Bitches stop hooping when they, you know what I mean?
They retire early.
They don't love hoop. Like
they play cars. They play tongue.
A good investment, bro.
Yeah. Nah, women don't really like basketball as much as men. Let's just keep it. 1 out of every 10 women has the passion we have for hoop.
That's what the WNBA can't make a problem.
Yeah, they don't watch it. They
keep trying to blame everything but their viewership.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, women don't support women. Women are the biggest haters in the world.
They only support women in public, in private. They're like, fuck that bitch.
Women supported R. Kelly more than they supported WNBA. After he pissed on that.
That's sick.
Wow.
Right.
I wish I owned R. Kelly's publishing so bad. That motherfucker is a writing machine.
Yeah, we back.
The government about to take that.
You see how he just expressed his love?
That RICO Act. That's why they hitting him with that. What's that charge?
They hit him with RICO charge. The Mann Act.
Yeah, Mann Act. That's so they can take your assets.
Yeah. That's what's called. Like if R. Kelly did what he did, then put him in jail for that.
Right.
Put him in jail for RICO. That means y'all scandalous. Y'all want y'all at the end of the day, y'all want his money.
Y'all came up with a scheme to get it.
If you
They're gonna take all his music and have Justin Bieber sing all the lyrics.
That'll be funny.
It's crazy. Bro. It's
They might do it.
What? What?
You sure they're not gonna do that?
Not to Bieber. Not to Bieber.
Okay,
they're not gonna give the music for Bieber.
They're gonna give it to somebody. Why?
Somebody.
Yeah.
It's a different.
Bieber. He sucks.
Bieber do not suck.
Little Peaches song, you be out there with that?
Justin Bieber do not suck.
His production is great. Yeah. The producer is the person that makes the hit.
That's a talented kid, though, man.
Somebody made in the comments, I can't believe you grown man sat there and talked about the Will Smith and Chris Rock thing for 2.5 hours. To whoever said that, shut your bitch ass up.
You watched it for 2 hours, didn't you?
You watched it happen.
You watched it happen for 2 hours. You don't believe it.
You probably would have stopped watching it. Fuck out of here.
So tired of motherfuckers thinking they know what we should be talking about. Shut up. You don't know what to start a podcast there. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Or they want to tell you what angle you should have took.
Hey, nigga, do you know how hard it is to talk about something every day? That ain't no easy task.
Yeah, and keep people's interest.
Justin Timberlake singing "Step in the Name of Love." No,
what the hell are you talking about, Otto? We passed that.
It's hard to just speak about.
We went to the next topic, bro.
He's thinking about the rabbit.
What you on, bro? What's to you, buddy?
He said, "What's to you?"
It's off.
It's not right.
Unless somebody eat them baby nuts and he ain't came back yet.
He said, "What's to
That's
you?"
the thing about that, Craig. This is free entertainment, man. Like if you find yourself at home frustrated at what you're getting for free, I mean, you got something you need to be doing in your life.
Yeah, look, man, you gonna watch all these shows with the same celebrity guests over and over and over.
Yeah.
You niggas love celebrities. You love watching a motherfucking interview a motherfucker that can't help you with nothing in your life. You love hearing from these dope fiend, dope head, suck ass rappers, or these same NBA niggas getting interviewed over and over by another NBA nigga. Me personally, I don't give a fuck about none of that goofy shit.
Yeah.
None of it.
None of it. Only thing we care about is y'all hit the fucking like button.
Smash the like button.
That's all we care about.
Smash it.
Hit that like
Smash
button.
if I see motherfucking who be on a lot of people. If I see Mike Tyson get interviewed one more time, I'm gonna kill myself.
Relax. Because he gonna get interviewed again.
I only want to hear Mike on his shit. Mike is a legend. He's my favorite celebrity, one of my favorite people, but people be piggybacking off of his name.
Yeah, that's true.
Whenever you see a Mike Tyson interview, you know, I mean, it's like, God damn, man, who else get interviewed by everybody?
Kevin Hart?
Kevin Hart get a lot of interviews.
He do. Who get interviewed by that? It's a few people out there that get interviewed by everybody.
And when they interview Mike Tyson, they're not gonna ask a tough question.
No,
they scared to do that. So
they're not gonna ask how they Evander Holyfield's ear tastes.
Mike still scares a motherfucker, nigga.
I met him last week. He was cool as shit.
That Monday? Yeah. He was cool, but he was still scary as a motherfucker.
People just be using Mike. You know, yeah, he's such a good dude. He be fucking with people, but it's like, I'm just tired of the same interviews. I want somebody to turn to some of these podcast hosts and say, nigga, what about you? Who are you? What you about? Right. Yeah, much love and respect. What you about? Most people ain't gonna tell you. They just gonna keep interviewing NBA players. If I hear one more, if I see Kevin Garnett on one more interview, man.
Yeah, he do be on the line. He just had a documentary and he still get interviewed once a week by somebody.
AI just made his run.
Yep. The Lil Boosie gets interviewed.
Lil Boosie, they whoring him out.
Yeah, all day.
Vlad is whoring Lil Boosie.
Yeah.
Who?
Brittany Renner getting her money now.
Brittany Renner.
She getting her fame right now. I mean, you know, everybody interviewing her now. Even what's his name? Primetime flew her out to interview her in front of the football team. You know what I mean? Kevin Samuels interviewed her. She up right now.
Yeah, she was on Cam Show.
She was on Fresh and Fit all of it.
Yeah.
Why don't I like these interviews? What do they do for you watching these athletes get interviewed?
They're repetitive, you know what I'm saying? It's the same story over and over again. And it's like the safe question is always a safe question. Oh, so where'd you get started? Oh, really? Yeah, how'd you feel about that? But they don't never really.
And the NFL niggas, they're the worst at podcasting. People like they shit. Like Ocho Cinco is cool. His little shit is cool. But them, they just be. It's so cliche and surfacey. It's hard for me as a regular man to be interested when niggas are talking about championships and you know. I mean, I don't know.
What about Shannon is football, but he does more than football. I mean, he's transcended past just being a football player.
If they have a PR person that works for them, the interview gonna be boring. Because the PR people, they like, it'd be different if we got to get the real authentic version of these people, but we don't. Them PR people be like, tell the interviewer, you can't ask this, you can't ask that, you can't ask this. Right. And then the cats don't really want to be forthcoming because they have an image to uphold. Here on the internet with just regular ass niggas like us, we raw and authentic.
I heard Shannon talk about the Will Smith. I love Shannon Sharp, but that shit he said was goofy as a motherfucker.
Yeah, it was crazy.
What did he say? What did he say, Kraig?
Talking about how he knew. Every time I see Will, we be fighting.
Yeah.
He just said that shit.
Show ass up, Shannon.
You won't be invited back to the parties if you're doing all that.
Shut your motherfucking ass up, nigga.
You want the fade every time?
You know Will got more money than you, nigga. You're not finna be fighting that nigga every time you see him. You unrealistic ass nigga. You think you finna be able to fight this nigga because you want to fight him?
You ain't fight him at the AIDS benefit.
Well, I'd went upside his head. No, you wouldn't, nigga. Skill. It was fake, you stupid nigga. It's acting.
Right.
You think it's real like Blaze think it's real?
Hey, I went back and watched that shit again. That shit fake as a motherfucker.
It's fake. It's not real.
When I told y'all his nigga grab his face, that nigga slapped. I was like, yo, come on.
You see the new angle?
Yeah.
Jada laughing like a motherfucker. No, his girl laughing when he came back. They laughing like a nigga. Like, oh, that was a great performance.
Yeah,
that shit
See
fake.
the slap? I'm trying to. It was an etiquette slap.
No, I ain't gonna lie. Shannon Sharp will probably dog walk me. I'm not saying I'll beat him. Right?
that nigga in shape.
Yeah, I ain't no bitch ass nigga though. I'ma still say what I feel. Be quiet on that, Shannon. Even though I do like his stance on a lot of stuff, he's very he's a very smart guy. I'm just saying sometimes athletes have this very skewed point of view that's really deep rooted in ego. It's like super ego driven, and there's no really elements that an everyday man can take and apply to his life. And a lot of the shows I see with athletes, they only fuck with each other. You never see them putting a regular nigga on. You don't never see a regular everyday Joe on a show with a bunch of athletes. So there's classism there. Yeah. Why wouldn't you include regular niggas in y'all shit, knowing we have more perspective and more insight on life?
Craig, are you watching that interview, nigga? Are you watching the interview with Shannon Sharp and me?
I'm not talking about Shannon. Why not?
I wouldn't watch that shit.
Regular white niggas next to athletes all the time.
Barstool Sports.
Yeah. I don't watch some shit either.
Nigga, Johnny I don't watch some shit either. Indiana is always a Johnny from Indiana that didn't play no ball sitting next to a Hall of Fame nigga. How come it can't be Blaze next to the nigga? Or Todd?
Because nobody would watch it.
No, but the white niggas is on there though.
Yeah. If the person they with is interesting, they'll watch it. You know what I mean? And that's the thing, like, going back to what you said about athletes.
These niggas just pass the bread back and forth to each other. That's why I don't fuck with it. Give a regular niggas like us opportunity at the bread.
Yeah.
You niggas, they never keep it 100, bro. It's always whatever we're gonna keep their pockets right. Go ahead.
And like another thing about athletes, look, athletes are the biggest simps on the planet. They all screw with the same chicks. It be the same when you go to the club. If you're in LA, you at the club, and you know the nights to be out, you're gonna see the same women every night in the clubs. They flipping the same women, and these cats just ain't interesting. So for them to go, so when I see these athletes talking about this whole Will Smith situation, I'll be like, yeah, you gonna put yourself in Chris Rock's shoes, because you niggas like you are the main ones talking about another man's woman.
Right.
Like I always go back to the basic. Leave other people's bitches alone. And so these athletes, I can see them relating to Chris Rock because they be fucking with each other's bitch.
That's real spit, man. These athletes don't be having anything to offer, bro. I'm tired of you talking about who the best player you played against is.
Hey, that's a good point.
Cliche answers all the time.
Who the best player that people don't talk about?
But do we?
And they all say the same thing. The one player you don't know about is Rod Strickland.
Oh, Rod Strickland.
Rod Strickland's the go-to. If you don't know about Rod Strickland.
No Nick Van Exel story.
No Nick Van Exel, no Terry Tickle. Rod Strickland didn't have any jump shot outside of 15 feet, but Rod Strickland is the best player you ain't never heard talk about.
But do we want to hear them talk about shit that don't have to do with that?
No.
Like when they like Chappelle said, why do we want to talk to Flavor Flav about the war? You feel what I'm saying? These athletes show, we don't want to talk to them about
these niggas don't have anything
sport.
Educational to say.
Right.
They don't have anything. I mean, I'm trying to think of something I've heard on a podcast by ex-athletes, professional athletes to be specific, where I was like, damn, that could really help me in my life.
For me, I think Kobe's the only one that was interesting because Kobe would talk metaphysics, and if you don't understand metaphysics, what he say will go right over your head.
Right.
But if you understand metaphysics and ancient spirituality, Kobe has said a lot of things about focus, about things that you can apply. Whenever he would talk about the Mamba mentality, that's something that you can apply to work. Like my whole podcast game came after Kobe's Brilliant Idiots interview with Quentin Richardson, when he talked about when Kobe said, every day I wake up, I think of where am I going to be this time next year. So if everything that I don't want to do, I think about will I be pissed off if I don't do that this time next year? And I have been tossing around in my mind for years about doing a podcast. I was very inconsistent. I would do it once and then not do it for a year. But then the minute Kobe said that, I said, you know what? This podcast thing has been in my mind for 8 years and I've been fucking with it.
How many athletes are teaching you how to get rich like them? Not one, bro.
Play sport.
And look, if you go
to athletes for that, that's a good question.
You gotta play
like, I'm not going to an athlete for knowledge.
But this is what I'm saying though. When they do these shows, it's bread off top. It's bread. I mean bread. So you bring Otto into the mix with a bunch of NBA niggas. You change Otto's life. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's a good point.
They don't do that though. They don't fuck with us like that. They just keep passing the money back and forth to each other. They don't fuck with regular people like that.
I didn't even think about it like that.
They're famous since they've been getting preferential treatment.
And they only want to fuck with people who are like them.
But why you think that is, bro? Because I'm like
they selfish
because of you.
That's what they was taught.
They rich because of us.
Because you've come up with a bunch of ideas that we've seen clearly people that
Y'all had athletes steal some shit from me, man.
Why
for
not
sure.
just bring you on there and be like?
That's
you know,
what I'm saying because there's that ego thing. Niggas have some niggas think they're better than you,
right?
And there's no proof or evidence to support it. It's just in my mind, I'm better.
But if they feel that way, why do they feel threatened by you? You feel what I'm saying?
They don't feel threatened. I feel like we don't obligate them to fuck with us. I mean, if you're an athlete, I feel like if I was on that level and I had the opportunity, I would always be trying to look at ways to pull people up from the bottom.
I don't think it really works like that, bro.
What you mean it don't work like that?
I mean, it worked like that, but no. Even the squad in here, ain't nobody on the ground. You know what I'm saying? But if was some ground motherfuckers, we ain't taking the time to pick nobody up off the ground. You gotta have some drive, some effort. You gotta have something to contribute. So them being around other people who got it and keeping that ball passed around.
That's whole shit.
But I look at it like
that's the way it goes.
I look at it like
the last turn on ESPN, nigga. You see Hall of Fame NBA niggas sit next to regular white boys. and making the white boys rich. You don't never see them pull niggas from obscurity. You never see athletes pull black men from obscurity in situations where they could do it.
Good point. And that's true though because it's not just pulling someone.
Thank you, Blaze. That's some bullshit, Blaze.
It's not just.
Some niggas would look at us.
You talking about the it is what it is point. That makes sense.
I hear where Blaze coming from.
I done been around athletes. I done been around a lot of pro niggas. I'm talking about in close proximity. Yeah. And I done been around a lot of these niggas, bro. They don't bring more to the table than any nigga in this room. But I guarantee you won't be considered for certain shit just because you're not in that club.
You right about
that's life.
But
that's life though.
That's no. It's not life because of what he's saying. They are bringing people in. They just ain't bringing niggas in.
That's what I'm saying. They're bringing white boys all day.
They ain't bringing niggas in.
That's life.
I've never heard a nigga that I know say
that's
why
life.
Is a white boy sitting next to Jalen Rose.
I don't know. That's his boy. I don't know.
Here's the only one I know.
No black owner. That's his boy. I don't know.
LeBron is the button. LeBron, you can't say shit about LeBron, man. LeBron do his thing with that.
Other than the domino thing.
Right, yeah, but the domino.
But only point I want to make is this.
Regular nigga he had sitting up there with him on this podcast.
Who?
LeBron. What regular nigga? What regular nigga he had sitting with
nobody.
Okay.
It's more classism.
But here's the thing about it, why what Greg is saying is right, and I hear what you're saying too.
Gilbert Arenas got
what Blaze is saying is this: like I get it. You can't bring a regular nigga up, but it's all kind of cats out here who are grinding, who are doing it without you. See, the wealthy, they see that and be like, oh, I can make money off the next 20 years off this motherfucker because they got everything that I don't have. All I got is the bread. So if I put some bread behind this, that's 20 years of income that I got off that person's work.
LeBron, how come it ain't
don't think that way?
Why ain't no regular nigga in the barbershop with y'all, LeBron? Because I'm telling you, man, your perspective is great, and I love what he represents. But we're the engine that keeps this country going, my dude.
We always are.
And if our perspective isn't heard on the highest level, everything that's being said can't be completely valid. It can't be completely valid. It's only partially valid. This country is 99.9% not like you financially. Right. And you know what I'm saying?
And on top of that, like, if there are athletes like Jim Brown, when Jim Brown was on, he did it right. We wouldn't have had Earth, and Fire run for Jim Brown. Jim Brown used to go and see regular musicians that nobody knew. He would go down to Mavericks Flat and see them doing their thing, and then put bread on them. So a lot of the people that we appreciate now,
all the smoke is all other athletes. It's all other. Somebody said all other athletes. It's celebrities.
So to like Blaze's point, where he says that you got to have some drive and all that stuff. They're athletes. So if you weren't in the NBA, you don't have the drive. They have a clear measuring stick. You're not a former NBA player. You don't have the drive.
And that's not true.
I know, but that's what they think. That's
how dumb they are.
Idiotic shit.
But this is what we're gonna talk about though. Yeah, we're gonna talk about some NBA shit. We're gonna talk basketball. So I want to talk basketball with a nigga who's on my level. Basketball.
But see, that's an error because look, man.
Error, my nigga?
I mean, it's a big error, nigga. I know as much about basketball as any NBA player. X's and O's. Period.
But do you know the
Point
league?
blank.
But do you know the ins and outs of the league?
But they're not talking
like they
Greg
do.
Popovich and all that shit.
The stories that they gonna tell.
No.
The stories that they tell. Like I'm talking about for that. Like I'm not going there for anything other than these stories that they
You
gonna
really
tell
give
about
a
the football.
fuck what Matt Barnes thinks?
I don't give a fuck about what he think, but this shit's interesting. I'm watching. I'm not going there for intellect, nigga. It's basketball players. What he gonna tell me?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not going there for that though.
Those people are like you and me. What Matt Barnes gonna tell you about anything in life?
He not. Why you going there for that?
Most NBA niggas, if they go broke, they'll never get. They wouldn't know how to get back to $10,000 without NBA money.
Right.
And when it says like, if they take since they are bringing in regular white boys who've shown nothing, when you have you ain't got to bring in people you don't know. You got people that's in your circle that's cool as hell, that got a perspective, that got an angle, and they're interesting. All that matters in podcasting is that you're an interesting person. Right. You see the reason why YouTube is cracking right now and regular TV ain't. Because regular TV want to recycle the same retired motherfuckers over and over again, and that's the reason why YouTube is cracking, because the people want real shit. So if you get a real fan's perspective to bounce off an athlete's perspective, you get a dynamic there that's interesting. But when two niggas is on the same level, you don't really get a dynamic.
Somebody said, I don't know basketball like an NBA pro. You got me fucked up, nigga. I've been around hoop and playing ball since I was 6-7 years old, my nigga. Maybe I don't know the politics of the NBA because I didn't experience that. But you know what I'm saying? I know hoop, man. Niggas, you know hoop, nigga.
Yeah, but
there ain't no conversation about basketball that an NBA player could have that you wouldn't understand.
Facts. I'm not going there to learn hoop.
Right.
I already know hoop. I'm not going. They're not going to teach me nothing. I'm just going to look. Y'all got some stories I ain't never heard before.
Right.
Y'all, it's some shit that you've done, that you've experienced that I've never experienced. Tell me about it real quick.
A basic thing.
I'm not going there for nothing other than the stories. I have never played in the NBA.
NBA player. I said,
I've never played in the NBA.
I asked an NBA player. Real conversation. Because the nigga always, and I know I got a few homies that's in the league, about 4 or 5 that I talk to consistently.
Yeah.
One of them I said, hey, bro, if you had $50,000, that's all you had, how would you, what would you do, what would you do with that to get rich, to get to where you are now? And
you asking him that?
I just want to see what he was saying. This nigga worth $150 million.
You can ask
he
anybody.
didn't get it the way a nigga he didn't get it the way that everybody else gonna get it.
So let's do his
I'm
point.
not gonna ask him. No, that's what I'm saying. I'm not going to
his
for that.
response was, "Oh, I would just get a job and work hard and save my money."
Yeah, that's all they know.
Them niggas don't know shit about regular life.
And going on what Craig said, this is what a regular person would bring to a podcast like that. They can ask questions from the perspective. See, if a regular person, they're going to ask a question that we all want to hear.
Right.
An NBA person don't know the questions that we want answered. A regular person that knows the game and been watching the game their whole life, they're going to ask some dope-ass questions to these niggas, and it's going to bring something out of them.
Remember the podcast that Michael Beasley was on when he was talking all that? When he was talking,
pivot.
Okay, them niggas didn't know what to say.
Them
niggas did not know what to say. That nigga said, if you need somebody to talk to, I'm here. Shut the fuck up, nigga. That ain't what you say to a nigga that's thinking about killing himself where life ain't going the way. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They're not grounded, bro. A lot of these athletes should not be in a position where they're talking in front of large amounts of people because it's too ego rooted.
Real quick.
Go ahead.
We're being a little hypocritical.
No, I know I'm being a hypocrite.
Okay, just making sure, because these niggas tell us, these niggas come in here all day. Y'all should talk about this. We're doing the same shit right now to these niggas.
Right.
So
But niggas get game from us. I've never been inclined.
You coming here for that.
But what I'm saying
I'm not coming to them for a game. I have podcasts I can go to for a game.
I get that. But
So
I'm speaking,
they're in their pocket.
But you're missing my argument. I'm speaking to classism and how NBA and NFL cats who get their podcasts, they continue the classism they learn from these white folks.
That's all they know.
They only fuck with other motherfuckers from what they do. They don't expand out.
No white boys.
So why are you so surprised? Based on your description of these dudes, they idiots from the gate.
Right. That ain't what I said. Well, but that's what you said. Right. Well, let's clarify that.
So he worth $150 million, but he can't tell you what he would do with $50 grand.
There we go.
So you know that's not the sharpest tool in the shed. So when you know that, when it's time for him to get a podcast together, how you expecting him to do something brilliant like?
But let me ask
outside the box.
Let me ask you a question.
Somebody brand new. It don't look like that.
But I look at I think that what you're saying is very few people that want that information like yourself and other people. There's not a lot of people that want that information. It's like when you're looking at Instagram, they look at a big booty. You don't care about what she thinks. You're not thinking about her mind.
Let's scale down. Let's scale down, Blaze, because you're very sharp. I come to you and be like, "Hey, big bro, I got $10,000. I'm trying to figure out what I could do to make some money, bro. You got like, man, any suggestions?"
You're asking me what I have any suggestions?
Right. So now I'm speaking coded language. You know what I'm saying.
Right.
Or you can help me figure. Or you can help me figure it out. If I'm asking you, man, how do I make more money? I only got 10,000-15,000, man. What do I do? Like, what do I do? What does that do in your brain? What does that tell you?
That you're down and you're ready to get back up.
Right.
And like with the athletes, I had my podcast stolen from Professional Athlete that we started together, and and they went off and did whatever the hell that they did with it.
Yeah,
the shit failed because if you ain't like the top dog, you only got so many episodes before people stop watching because you ain't interesting. Right. And like, if you thinking ahead, if you thinking smart, like if you look what's going around, like Matt Barnes, they think it's sponsored by Showtime,
right?
So they got actual big money behind them. But the rest of them, Arian Foster had a podcast for a while. These podcasts would get through like 40, 50 episodes and they done. Because after you interview all your friends, nobody want to hear you no more.
Right.
So you should
He had a good podcast.
And I like this podcast.
He had a good podcast.
The Arian Foster and Snoop interview was one of the best ever.
I'm going to that podcast for game, for intellect. He's not just talking football.
Yeah.
He all over the place with it.
But like when it comes to basketball, there's so much life game. Basketball is a game of life. You can teach life game through basketball. I did it all the time when I coached.
Yeah, they just don't do it.
You just don't do it. You know, you teach when to be assertive, when to be passive, when to listen, when to be dominant. You can learn all that stuff. You can teach all kind of life game through the game of basketball, through an offensive system. But they don't understand that.
You want to hear a song with Kodak Black and Mos Def?
No. Absolutely
That's what I'm saying. That's what
Absolutely
I'm saying.
not.
Like that's the dynamics that we're seeing.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like, dude, you're saying one dynamic of like a mass people. Like the masses people are not looking to be educated on that level. They're looking for entertainment. I work every day.
Thank you.
My mind has to be straight from this bullshit that I'm going through. I think that we're like what you guys do. What's going on here is like something that's it's not generated for the masses.
But here's the thing, right?
It should be, but it's not.
But rappers pull niggas out the streets,
and that's
hoop niggas don't do it.
Right.
Hoop niggas don't pull niggas out the gutter. Somebody signed Kodak Black, put him on a label, helped push him and took him to that next label. Kodak Black had.
How would you do that in basketball?
I mean, nigga.
What he saying?
It's very simple.
It's super simple.
It's very simple, bro.
And that's how I feel.
You can't give a nigga
So
a
the
contract.
hoopers. That's what I'm saying. These niggas come from the same place as rappers come from.
You can't give a nigga a contract.
Don't either. Another hooper, they come grab a hooper.
Yeah.
Why can't we do that?
It doesn't.
I mean, LeBron's done it.
They grab white boys all the time is my point. If you turn on ESPN, there's a nigga as regular as
I know what you mean.
sitting next to an NBA, NFL Hall of Famer.
I know what you mean.
Every channel. Why can't they grab Blaze?
Yeah, and I'm with you on that, Craig.
Why are we? Go ahead.
I'm with you too, because like in a way, if you're like, let's say we talking rappers, if you're a rapper, you don't want to just have a whole podcast full of other rappers. You can do that,
right?
But these niggas ain't the ones that's listening. These niggas ain't the ones downloading. These niggas ain't the one buying my shit. Let's get them on here. Let's get some ideas from them.
Right.
Now, now what they're saying may be able to increase the entertainment. You feel what I'm saying? Now these is regular Joes. Like why? How can I talk to this nigga?
The point I'm getting to is that athletes are allowed to be more selfish than all other forms of entertainment when it comes to things of that nature. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like rappers, they do a really great job of interacting with their fans.
But he didn't allowed to be more selfish. I think they're the least educated. They're the most,
Talk about it.
Good point. Good point.
There we go.
So when people are picking up athletes, they're giving robots, machines to carry out a task. So I don't expect that robot to, a rapper come from the street.
Right.
So he make his money out the street. He make his money, doing what he's doing. He can go grab somebody who's up under him.
And rapping is more of a educational thing, like.
And then
you can't. Can you be dumb to be a rapper? and be a nice one? Can you be like stupid? You can't.
You can be dumb and
but
be
you can be a
successful at
stupid
rap.
ass.
Yeah, yeah.
You can be a stupid ass athlete.
You can be a dumbass
And here's the thing: how long is a professional athlete gonna keep somebody around that's gonna say something that they don't like?
Not long.
Right. So as soon as you have somebody that's not the yes man that you're accustomed
They're
to,
gonna get rid of them.
Exactly.
But we
So it's
gotta
not
hold
gonna
them
work.
accountable, bro, because they're stepping into not our lane, but they're stepping into an industry where those politics shouldn't really matter. You understand what I'm saying? Like, whatever you did in the NBA, that shit is great, but you're stepping into a whole nother lane, nigga, and it's a whole nother responsibility, and there's accountability there. Go ahead, Todd.
But that's how we know him, though. That's how we know these athletes. We know LeBron because he's an athlete. We don't know the regular, not LeBron, he's big, but somebody else. We don't know him other than them being an athlete.
You don't know them white boys in next to either.
No, I don't, and I don't really care about them. But
I'm not here for the white boys.
Yeah, I like the stories. Like
But
they're gonna say,
there,
but they're
and
there.
they're comfortable with them being
That's
there.
fine, and that's fine though.
them.
But the reason why I watch it is because I used to like the players. Like when I watch I Am Athlete, I like Ocho Cinco and Fred Taylor. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear their perspectives on certain things. Who do you think, what athlete or what sport has better podcasts? Is it football or is it basketball?
They both suck.
All the basketball ones. All the Smoke is probably the best basketball one, and that one is.
I say Brilliant Idiots.
I like I Am Athlete though.
What about Jalen and Jacoby? Jalen and Jacoby was a podcast first.
Regular white boy.
Regular white boy.
Yeah, he throws me off because like I always see that's what when you like I always be like, who the fuck is him?
Jacoby.
Yeah, Jacoby.
No, I know. Anytime any white boy, like, who the fuck is this nigga? Why is he saying? Why are you next to this fucking? I be thinking that shit.
We say regular white boy, but most of the time those white dudes are fathers or something.
Yes.
They're uncles or something.
Right.
I've heard of all of them.
Yeah, I get you.
They're connected.
But that's but they're
It's
not
not
like
connected
us.
brothers out there too.
Yeah, it's a lot of connections.
And like I said, but the whole thing is
one at a time. One at a time.
That goes back to also the psyche. Even though these people are like elite athletes and all this stuff, there's still this ingrained inferiority complex
That's true.
that motherfuckers walk around with, and they're like, okay, well, I've seen this 1,000 times. This white boy, former pro athlete, blah blah blah. So this is the mix. This is the recipe that I know that works. So they go back to it time and time and time and time motherfucking again. And I swear to you, like you get more chances with that just because of the fact that they've seen it a million times.
But does it work? Because
I'm not saying it works. I'm saying
no.
the way that their brain works.
Yeah,
We're already talking about
I agree
motherfuckers that
with
have
you.
been coddled since they were 13 fucking years old.
Yeah.
And gotta wait. I'm
No, all the assets.
13 years old, yeah.
I agree with you. In their mind, they're doing what they seen work. I'm asking, but does it? Because what's the long term out of this? Like I said, I go back to Jim Brown. Jim Brown made money 30 years after he was done because he will find talented regular people to put his money
But
behind.
he's also an exception to every rule.
That's what I'm
Jim
saying.
Brown is an exception.
He
to
is an exception.
Every step of the way, he's an exception at everything.
I
He's
get
the
that.
greatest of the greats in every walk of life he's ever
But
been.
no, I get that, but what I'm saying is going back to what Kraig's bringing up an interesting question. At what point do you take a step back and look at what's worked and what hasn't worked? Because if you go this route right here where it's just other cats, and the minute we done heard, like I love Gilbert Arenas being played, but I've heard everything he has to say now. So so if you bring Gilbert Arenas on your podcast, I'm not gonna listen like I would 5 years ago. I heard it all. So what I'm saying is, if a person, this is the future athletes out there. If you thinking about being that person to break the mold, because the person that breaks the mold makes all the money.
Right.
You break the mold, especially if you're the first one in, you're gonna make all the money, and people gonna be following you. But if you keep following this shit, it's gonna fail.
Even though these people are super confident in their lane, like athletics, when it comes to media, like we're talking about podcasts, we're talking about interviews, we're talking about being an analyst, they don't have the same confidence in that field or on that stage that they have everywhere else. So they're like, they feel like they're blind, even though their instincts might be right. They're not willing to risk it so they're gonna go with whatever they've seen work.
You're raining.
Oh, my fault.
Yeah.
That's why. But that's why you
wait so long to say
that's why you hired.
Gilbert Arenas would be perfect to do it because he's
But that's
entertaining.
why. Oh, the screen froze. But that's why you hire. But that's why you get a regular. Because it's all kind of talented, dope cats out there. That's why you get someone that's interesting to be the person that does the media side, so you could just bounce off them.
But they're not that sharp. How you expect
All right, Blaze, you won, nigga. You won.
How you expect that from these dudes?
You're right, Blaze.
You expected way too much.
No, because it would be like if Kraig wanted to do just a full stand-up comedian podcast, right? And then all of a sudden they're like, why isn't Sean Marion up there as one of the panelists? Because he don't know shit about comedy. What are you talking about?
But we don't talk about comedy.
Even
no, I'm not talking about this one. I'm talking about Sean Marion.
In general, yeah.
Part of the reason why this show works is because everybody understands
An
that.
athlete wouldn't fuck with this show.
True.
None of them would. Period. Point blank.
Because we bring them down to like a regular level.
Right.
And they don't want to be there. They haven't been there since they were 12.
Yeah, nobody want, like, again, that's that yes man shit like that. We come in here, we gonna talk about everybody.
Everybody.
No one wants to come in and feel
I
like
think it's the money, bro.
I think they ain't comfortable with humility.
Rich
man.
niggas don't want to make niggas that ain't rich.
Yeah.
This is one of the best pods ever. You don't think somebody should have picked this pod up? Like real talk? Like KD has a whole media company. LeBron has a whole media company.
Somebody gonna pick it up.
This pod right here is worth, I don't even want to say numbers, but they haven't picked it up because nobody wants to look in the mirror and see and hear.
Yeah.
Nobody want to make niggas rich, bro. It's really, you got to scheme your way into that bread.
Yeah.
But nobody gonna look and see. Oh, this is about. Okay, these are. Nobody in here is a millionaire. Why would I make Why would I make a new millionaire when I could just? Why would I do that?
Use the old millionaire.
Yeah. You know,
Cost
I mean,
less money. Or the son of a millionaire, or the nephew of a millionaire.
Yeah, man. But like I said, for the athletes, at some point, you got to break the mold because right now, a lot of this stuff is dying.
Not gonna break. Well, you keep. Kraig is talking some foolish shit, man. Quit talking some
That's fantasy. That's fantasy. Y'all niggas talking some fantasy shit.
This thing.
It ain't foolish.
That shit.
You take it
It
back.
ain't foolish. Niggas call me all the time trying to buy ideas. Nigga, I need rich niggas, and I say no.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about us.
Quick commercial break. It's still frozen.
Yeah,
we're all going to commercials for people listening.
I'm talking about